wonderful to kick off this beautiful worldwide class Thanksgiving yoga class today. I'm Michelle Vennard, owner of Bikram Yoga San Jose, and I feel honored and privileged to read this lovely message this morning from Rajashri. Dear global yoga community, in this time of Thanksgiving, I want to express my appreciation for you. Working with you has been an amazing opportunity for me. I appreciate your high standards, persistence, and commitment towards teaching yoga. Happy Thanksgiving. We have so much to be thankful for. One day a year hardly seems adequate. Community or family isn't always about the people in your life who are blood relations. It's about the people in your life who want you to be in theirs. It's about the people in your life who accept you for who you are, support you in the things you choose to do, and no matter what, are there for you. It's the people in your life who love you, respect you, and who you can depend upon. Now that's family. We may not have it all together, but together we have it all. May your blessings be multiplied this year and throughout all your life. Happy Thanksgiving wishes to you. Love, Rajashri. From my heart too, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm so grateful to be in the company of such a movement, exposing the yoga as a force to bring change, to bring love. Thank you, Baldwin Post, for all your dedication in making these events happen. Thank you, Robin Brace, and thank you, Beth Navarro, helping manage all of this with Zoom and Google, and to Karen Gupta and Ciara Ramina to make this day work for us. So I'd like to hand it back to Baldwin and just say that gratitude, everybody, is a muscle and a choice, and let's use our yoga practice to fire that up. Blessings.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone, for your time and wonderful teachers. So first thing that this list is not inclusive. So please reach out to us. We need more teachers. We bring everyone. Our goal is to bring the talent and presence to everyone. And so one thing for next our next coming class is New Year. So if in every each of our event, there is one link. I can share you the screen and just click on that link. So this will bring you to this page. It shows each event time in your local time, each event date and time in your local time zone. So you click on sign up, you get the free link, and then every event on Facebook have that link in the description. And back to Beth, and thank you very much again for your time. Please reach out to us for teaching next classes. Thank you.
Thank you, Baldwin.
I'd just like to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and let's make every day Thanksgiving throughout the year, using our yoga practice to unite everybody around the world. This is truly a global event. And when we think about the universe, let us remember the divine gift of breath that we receive every day without any discrimination, without any conditions. And let's use our breath in every moment for the greatest work that we can offer to humanity, bringing us all together, uniting within ourselves in peace, and bringing our communities into peace, bringing all those communities together in peace, so that the world can get into its real existence of a peaceful, united universe. And with that, I'll say happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for everybody offering what the divine gift that they're giving here today. And so glad to be with you all. Pranam.
Thanks, Lucy. This is
Beth.
Beth. I want to just talk about a couple different things before we get started with our class. First of all, thank you for joining, everybody. Make sure that you are muted unless you are the teacher who is delivering the posture. There are a couple of different ways that you can change your view for yourself. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be spotlighting the teacher who's going to be delivering the posture. And you can change your view if you're using your desktop upper right-hand corner. You can change your view from speaker to gallery and vice versa. We also have chat enabled, so please go ahead and give a little shout out, say who you are, where you are joining us from. And if you have questions, we are monitoring that chat. Also, if you have any questions, if you are a teacher, if you're a student and you're interested in participating in future events, please reach out to either Balwan or myself directly. And last, we are streaming live, so you can go ahead and make sure to adjust your camera accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Craig. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Beth. Thank you very much. Thank you, Balwan, for everything. And thank you all for showing up and practicing yoga and sharing your practice. So on behalf of all the teachers here, the yoga family of teachers, I want to say welcome. We get to choose the outer circle of our families. You know, we're born in this life with our blood, and then we choose an extension of that, and that's our community. And in the last however many months it's been a lot of months, perhaps community's taken on a brand new resonance and meaning. And now more than ever, we can all look at the world from wherever we're standing in it and say that the world needs connection, the world needs balance, the world needs healing, the world needs yoga, which means all those things. And when we step up on our mats and we practice, I think you got to mute yourself. We step up on our, it's fine. We step up on our, how many of you are teaching online and then all of a sudden you get to know all of your students' pets? And I every time a cat walks into the frame, I swear the cat does exactly what it needs to do to absolutely mess with the person who's practicing every time. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, back to the thing. Connection, community. We're facing a situation in our world that we've never faced before, and we're coming together right now in the eye of the storm to practice yoga, to practice connection, union, expansion. And through this practice of expansion, we can invite it. And other teachers have already mentioned that. There's a frequency that we can invite, that we could step into, that's available to us anytime. And that gateway we call gratitude. Thanks. And in this time of Thanksgiving, maybe there's no better moment to address this individually and collectively. I would never condescend to give somebody else an intention to set forth when they practice. What I will do is perhaps encourage you to consider stepping into gratitude, calling in a moment in the recent past in which you felt really thankful, perhaps bringing into your heart and your mind person in this life or people in this life that you love unconditionally. And in feeling that sense of gratitude, just permeate your entire being and just kind of vibrate from your cells and sing from your bones. You accept that and receive it. And then you open up into a state of expansion where we're all connected. And one of the things that I keep realizing now as we do this, we're doing so much over video. How many of you are finding that you have the capacity to connect with another human being whom you've never met before over vast distances? And that's been blowing my mind, because before I thought it needed proximity. And now I'm discovering more and more and more that we are all connected. And all I have to do is remember that. So if yoga teaches us anything, and I'm not here to lecture because you could all do the same thing, it's from right here. So I want a special shout out to the students from Raja Yoga Academy who are practicing here today, the future instructors. And if there's anything that means something to me that I want to share with you in this moment of Thanksgiving, this moment of connection with community and family, is that everything in the world that is going to change starts from right here, from our own hearts. And so with gratitude, with connection, with peace, and with love, welcome everybody to this amazing class. And thank you, all the teachers, for giving your time and showing up as family to connect like this. So thank you. And I'd like to introduce now, to begin the class, who's going to start us off with pranayama deep breathing, Mr. Michael Fine.
Thank you, my friend, my teacher, for that beautiful message. Welcome, yoga family from all over the world. Please stand up if you are not already. Come to the center of your mat, your towel. We begin in Samastiti, equal standing. Your feet together, your toes, your heels touch. Distribute the weight equally throughout all four corners of your feet. Thighs tight, knees locked, hips tight, push your hips forward. Pull your lower abdominal muscles in and up. Stretch out of your waist, out of your neck, get taller. Touch your head to the ceiling or the sky. Pranayama deep breathing. Please interlock your fingers, knuckles directly underneath your chin. Maintain a physical point of contact between your knuckles and your chin throughout this breathing posture. Thumbs crossed, lightly touching your throat. Eyes forward on you. If you have the luxury of a mirror, your most important, your most influential teacher is staring right back at you. Right, Mr. Villani? Exhale a little bit. Begin. Inhale through your nose. Stretch your elbows up, out, back. Your palms, your chin are now parallel to the floor. Exhale through your mouth. Push your knuckles into your chin. With your eyes, trace a fluid arc across the ceiling. Look for the wall, the windows behind you. Your elbows touch away from your heart. Inhale, chin down, belly in. The complete depression of your abdominal wall fuels the filling of your lungs. Stretch up. Exhale, push it out. The complete contraction of your abdominal muscles helps you to push all the air out. Elbows touch, your lungs are empty. Inhale, chin down, belly in. Push your chin into your knuckles resist. Push your hips forward, spine straight, stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Move your eyes to meet your head. Your next line bends for the wall, the windows behind you. Your elbows touch. Inhale, chin down. Take in more. Each breath a little deeper, a little longer, a little stronger than the one prior. Keep stretching up. Exhale, push it out. Press down through the heels. Heels press against your chest breastbone, lifting up. Look for the wall, the windows. Your elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, chin down. Fill your lungs with love, with light, wonder, wisdom, and gratitude. Stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Exhale, doubt, fear, regret, judgment, anything that no longer serves you, let that go. Inhale, chin down, belly in. Fill your lungs, bottom to top, side to side, front to back. Frame your face, stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Slow it down. Use your throat to control the airflow. Shape it as if you're saying the word ha. Elbows touch. Inhale, chin down. Push your chin into your knuckles resist. Thighs tight, knees locked, spine straight, stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Slow it down. Hips over heels, shoulders over hips, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, last one, first set. Deepest breath. Fill your lungs, take in one more sip at the top because you can. Exhale, push it out. Slow it down. Savor the exhale. Resistance training for the lungs. When your lungs are empty, your elbows touch. Arms down to your sides. Do your best to be as still as possible between the postures. The stillness right here, right now, that's the yoga. Second set, feet together. Interlock the fingers, knuckles underneath the chin. Cross the thumbs, touch the throat. Drop the shoulders down, press the middle inner thighs together. Exhale a little bit. Begin. Inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs, take your time. Use your throat, control the airflow. Shape it as if you're saying the word so. Exhale, push it out. Push the knuckles into the chin. Press down through your heels. Lift up your chest. Lift up your chin. Lift up your neck, even though your head is bending back. Your elbows touch. Inhale. Fill your lungs. Breath is fluid, continuous, spherical. Never holding the breath in these class. Stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Chest up, chin up, neck up. Elbows touch, your lungs are empty. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, empty lungs. Inhale, chin down, belly in, pull the lower belly in and up. It stays in all the way to the first half moon back bend. Stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Take your time. Hips over heels, shoulders over hips, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, take in more. Fill your lungs, expand your rib cage, fortify and strengthen your immune system. Stretch up. Exhale, push it out. Keep stretching up, even though the neck is bending back. Lift up the chest, lift up the chin. Your elbows touch. Inhale, chin down. Push the chin into the knuckles resist. Fill your lungs, expand your rib cage, keep stretching up. Exhale, push it out. Slow it down. Savor the exhale. Palms, wrists, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, last one. Your deepest breath. Fill your lungs. Take in one more sip at the top because you are amazing. Exhale, push it out. Slow it down. Empty, empty, empty. When your lungs are empty, arms down to your sides. Namaste.
Half moon pose, please. 4 directions to opening up the spine and central nervous system. You got lateral flexion, backward bending, and a front side extension. So start with your feet together, evenly distribute your weight throughout the soles of your feet. Tighten your thighs to lock your knees. Draw your abdomen in and stretch up. Stretch your fingertips slightly down to create the feeling of space in the shoulders. Bring your palms slightly forward. Bring your arms up over your head sideways in a nice sweep, like you're tracing a circle with your fingertips. Stretch up as high as possible and try to touch the ceiling. Stretch up more to bring the palms together. Feel that space in the shoulders. Good. Bring your palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Glue your palms together down to the wrists, lock your elbows with your triceps tight, biceps with the midpoint of your ears. Push down through your heels and lock your knees. Arms and upper body back, weight in your heels. Inhale, fill your lungs, stretch up, try to touch the ceiling. Now slowly bend your body left and right, very slowly pushing your hips from right to left. Now, yes, this is a warm-up. Primarily, it's an assessment. It's more of a little diagnosis to feel what's going on with the body. So in order to process this, try to touch every centimeter of ceiling through every degree of the arc you trace by pushing your hips from right to left and move very, very slowly, trying to brush the fingertips across the ceiling, assessing any inherent tension in the body. Please stop in the center. Lock your knees and elbows, weight in your heels, arms and upper body back, chin away from your chest, draw your abdomen in. Inhale, fill your lungs. Please stretch up. Exhale, push your hips to the left, slowly bend your body to the right. Keep pushing your hips to the left, stretch your fingertips all the way across the ceiling. And the deeper you move into position, the more you're stretching, because an object you're giving yourself, you're trying to touch the ceiling. Breathe, create a feeling of tremendous length throughout the entire left side of the body, from heels to knees to hips to armpits to elbows to fingertips. Breathe. Feel that stretch through the left side of the body, arms and upper body back, weight in your heels. Bring your left hip forward to try to get 2 hips in one line parallel to what's in front of you. Bring your right shoulder forward to open up your chest, your shoulders, your lungs, your sternum, your throat, all that stuff. Relax your throat, jaw, and tongue. Face is calm. Hair is perfect because if you're advanced, your hair is perfect throughout the posture. Push your hips to the left. Stretch, lengthen, stretch all the way to the right. Arms back, more weight in your heels, lower belly in, heels down, lock your knees, check in with your base. Stability in the lower body in order to provide for mobility in the upper body. Push your hips, bend your body. Feel stretching throughout the entire left side. Push your hips, stretch, breathe, lengthen, stretch, slowly come up, inhale. Stretch up as high as you can. Try to touch the ceiling again. Inhale, stretch up, up. Exhale, push your hips to the right. Slowly bend your body to the left. Keep trying to touch the ceiling. What occurs as a result of this is you keep finding that length. You're going to find more stretch symmetrically through the right side. So push your hips to the right, bend your body to the left. Feel stretching throughout the entire right side of your body, all the way heels, legs, hips, right side, arms, fingertips. Push your hips, bend your body. Keep your thighs tight to lock your knees. Keep your weight in your heels. If your weight's in the front of your feet, your hips are probably shifted forward and you're doing a little bit of a backward bend with the side bend. So weight in the heels to line up the bones from the side, chin away from the chest, right hip slightly forward to get 2 hips in one line, left shoulder forward. Open up the chest, shoulders, and heart. Breathe, throat, jaw, tongue relaxed. Keep breathing through your nose. Push your hips, bend your body. Thighs tight, knees locked. Weight in your heels. Toes stay down. Feet are flat against the floor. Please no edging the feet. Hips to the right, lower belly in, arms and upper body back, left shoulder forward, triceps tight, elbows lock, wrists straight, stretch. In order to get the palms together, do more stretching than squeezing. So the process in active stretching in yoga is length plus strength with breathing. So inhale, reach, stretch, lengthen. Exhale, push your hips, bend your body. Breathe, stretch. Inhale, slowly come up. Stretch up as high as possible. Now, one of the secrets is reframing the mind. A backward bend is literally a front side stretch. You'll get the same feeling to the front of the body it did to the sides. Look forward, lock your knees, look forward and stretch up. Now, slowly look up the wall, look up to where you're pointing. Feel the stretch in the neck and the face. Stretch all the way up. Try to touch the ceiling, look back across the ceiling and follow your eyes with your fingertips. Trace your fingertips all the way back across the ceiling. Try to see what's behind you. Lift your chest up, relax your neck, and stretch your fingertips and arms further back. Lift your chest up, push your hips, thighs, and abdomen forward. For those of you who are flexible, please don't dump into the lower spine. Lift your chest up more to feel the stretch throughout the entire front side of the body. Feel the front side stretching. Push your hips forward. Please make sure your thighs are tight to lock your knees. Push your hips forward. Keep your weight in your heels. Relax your neck. Now, if you know 80-20 breathing, engage 80-20 breathing here. Chest up, arms and upper body back, hips push forward, weight in your heels, keep breathing. Try to touch what's behind you. Slowly come up, inhale. Hold this position, stretch up as high as possible. Now bend your knees a lot and slowly bend forward. Take your time, okay? Body's not really quite warmed up yet. Touch your fingertips or hands on the floor in front of you, and with your heels down to begin with, slowly move your hips. Now, please no quick movements with the knees. Nice and easy, nice and slow. So from a more experienced perspective, when you practice yoga, all of your transitions are fluid and slow. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Please no jamming the knees. See a couple people being a little rough with the knees. Be kind with the knees. They'll be kind to you. Move side to side, nice and easy, nice and slow. Now try this to help lengthen the lower back. Touch the floor in front of your toes. Bend your knees to create a shelf. Push against the floor. Lift up and over your legs and try to bring your belly button as low on your thighs as you can. Now bring your fingertips underneath your heels from behind with your baby fingers side by side. Press your thumb into the index side of your hand to help keep your wrist straight and strengthen your grip. Touch your elbows behind your calves. Upper and lower body glued together. Now roll your weight forward into your toes. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale and slowly push your knees back to feel stretching throughout the entire backside of your legs and hips. Roll your weight forward. So if your knees are bent, just let your head hang, relax your neck. If your knees are locked, perhaps touch your face to your shins. You don't want to round your spine. Roll your weight forward into your toes. More experienced practitioners, bring the pulling in incrementally. Through each exhalation of breathing, should you need more strength, pull incrementally a little bit at a time. So to infuse your flexibility with strength a little bit by a time, roll your weight forward, lift your hips up, draw your lower abdomen in, weight forward towards your toes, relax your neck, let your head hang, roll forward towards your toes, upper and lower body sealed together, pull on your heels, roll forward, exhale, try to lock your knees, feel stretching through the legs, the hips, and the entire back, roll forward, pull on the heels, lock your knees, breathe, arms and head together, slowly come up, bend your knees, stretch up as high as possible, try to touch the ceiling, and arms down to your side. All right, second set, please. Start in equal standing, focus forward, fingertips slightly down, palms a little bit forward, arms up over your head sideways in a nice sweep. Make sure you don't lift the chest up. Stretch up as high as possible to bring the palms together, biceps with ears. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, palms glued together down to the wrist. Chin away from your chest, elbows and knees locked, arms and upper body back, weight in your heels, bodies in one line from the side. Inhale, fill your lungs, stretch up. Exhale, push your hips to the left, slowly bend your body to the right. Now in the second set, you may or may not go deeper. It's not about really coming down. It's about finding length throughout the entire left side. Push your hips and bend your body. Left hip forward, right shoulder forward, arms and upper body back. Weight in your heels. Tighten your thighs to lock your knees. Draw your abdomen in, lower belly, middle belly, upper belly, arms and upper body back. If you feel like you're doing a back bend and a side bend, bring your ribs slightly closer to your hips in the front. Push your hips, bend your body, breathe. Feel stretching all the way through the entire left side of your body. Try to touch the ceiling or wherever you're pointing. Inhale, reach, stretch. Exhale, push your hips, bend your body, breathe, stretch, breathe. Slowly come up, inhale. Lengthen up, stretch up as high as possible. Inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, push your hips to the right. Slowly bend your body to the left. Try to touch every centimeter of ceiling. So the deeper you move in a position, the more you're stretching the right side of the body. Arms and upper body back, weight in your heels, thighs tight to lock your knees. Remember, the knees are both simultaneously a screw and a hinge joint. So you want to tighten the thighs to stabilize the knee joint so you don't get that pepper grinder effect. Arms back more, chin away from your chest, throat, jaw, tongue relaxed, face calm, hair still perfect if you're advanced. Arms back more, weight in your heels, lock your knees. Breathe and stretch. Arms back, push your hips, feel stretching, get into that feeling through the entire right side of your body. Feel it from heels to knees to hips to ribs to armpit to elbows to wrists. Push your hips, stretch, slowly come up, inhale. Lock your knees and elbows, look forward, push down through your heels, stretch up and try to touch the ceiling. Now slowly look up the wall or mirror in front of you and feel stretching all the way up through the chest and throat. Look up to where you're pointing, keep looking across the ceiling, relax your neck, let your head go back, stretch up, try to touch the ceiling. And it's as if you're brushing your fingertips across the ceiling, trying to make a brush stroke there. Lift your chest up, breathe, push your hips, thighs, and abdomen forward. Keep your weight in your heels. Please breathe. 80-20 breathing if you know it. Thighs tight, please lock your knees. Push your hips forward more, lift your chest up, arms and upper body back, chest up, arms back, breathe. Look to where you're pointing. Point to where you're looking. Look a little bit deeper than where you're pointing. You're not trying to see the floor necessarily, just below where you're pointing. Now try to touch that spot. Chest up, arms back, keep breathing, weight in your heels, look back, chest up, try to touch what's behind you. Slowly come up, inhale, stretch up as high as possible. Bend your knees and slowly bend forward. You can bend forward with knees locked. Just do it super slow because you're hinging on your back. Put your hands on the floor, put weight in your hands, bend your knees and slowly move your hips. Keep your heels down to begin with. You're not really picking up where you left off because this is a unique moment. Right now is right now. So explore the body in this moment, see what maybe the process was from the first sequence of postures, how the body feels now, explore where tension is. Touch the floor in front of your toes, bend your knees to create a shelf, push gently against the floor, push up and over your legs and try to hook your ribs below your kneecaps. Upper and lower body sealed together, fingertips underneath your heels from behind, baby fingers side by side. Roll your weight forward towards your toes, relax your neck, let your head hang. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, push your knees back, grip your heels. Roll your weight forward, keep breathing. Now your breath is like the current of a river. Inhalation is upstream, exhalation is downstream. For those of you who need to pull right now, through your next exhalation, pull incrementally, gently pull on your heels little by little. Ultimately, you'll use the same amount of strength that you need, just a little bit at a time to infuse flexibility with strength. Roll forward, pull on your heels, draw your lower belly in, lift your hips up, feel stretching throughout the entire back of your legs, all the way through your hips, all the way through your lower, middle, and upper back, through your neck. Roll forward. If your knees are locked and your shins are available, touch your face. Roll forward, pull on your heels, breathe, try to lock your knees, arms and head together, bend your knees and slowly come up, super slow coming out of a backward bend. Stretch up as high as possible because it feels so good and arms gently down to your side.
All right, let's do awkward, you guys. Right foot step to the right, 6 inches apart. Feet look like an H. Don't change your feet anymore. Inhale, arms up, parallel to the floor, 5 fingers together, elbows locked, tricep muscles tight, contracted. Take an inhale. Then exhale, belly in, hold it in and sit down. Feet flat, hips on your chair, spine straight, weight is on your heels. Now take an inhale here and lift your chest up, bend your whole spine, backward bending. Keep your belly in, compression of the abdominal wall, contraction of the abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in. Keep 6 inches between your feet, knees, hands, chest up, chin up, lean back, fall down, way back. Change. Inhale up, then roll up to your tippy toes like a prima ballerina on point. Tremendous concentration. Focus one single point. Don't even blink your eyes. Take an inhale, stretch up, up, up. Imagine I've got you by the hair. And then exhale, belly in, hold it in, and sit down on the top of your toes, spine straight. Sit down until your hips touch your chair. Knees up, chest up, upper body back, spine straight. Come up higher on your toes, knees up, chest up, spine straight. Hold it and change. Inhale up. Very nice. Okay, heels down, third part. Come just a little bit on your toes, knees together. Take an inhale. Then exhale, belly in, spine straight, and sit down. Very slowly, at least 10 counts, all the way down, leaning against the wall. Continuously stretch your spine up. Keep a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Knees together and forward. Thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the legs. Keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath, then slowly slide up. Then feet down, arms down by your sides. Take a breath. All right, second set. Step your right foot to the right, 6 inches apart. Feet look like an H. Inhale, arms up, parallel to the floor, elbows locked. Tight as light, loose as heavy. Contract your arms. Take an inhale. Then exhale, belly in, hold it in, and sit down. Keep your feet flat, hips on your chair, spine is straight. Keep your weight on your heels. Now take a breath here. Lift your chest up, bend your toes, spine backward bending. Suck your stomach in, hold it in. Keep 6 inches between your feet, knees, hands, chest up, chin up, lean back, fall back, way back, and change. Inhale up. Second part, stand up on your tippy toes. Tremendous concentration here. Focus one spot. Take an inhale, stretch your spine, chest, head, whole body up. Then exhale, breathing, sit down, belly in, sit down, high in your toes. Keep your spine straight. Sit down until your hips touch the chair. Now knees up, chest up, upper body back, spine straight. Come up higher on your toes, knees up, chest up, hold it, and change. Inhale up. Heels down, keep your arms there, third final part. Come up just a little bit on your toes, squeeze the knees together. Take an inhale, lock the elbows, then exhale, belly in, and slowly make your way down. Nice and slow, at least 10 counts, slowest elevator ride, all the way down. Now continuously stretch your spine up. Keep a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Knees together, forward and down. And if you have happy, healthy knees, you can bounce here. Then hold it in the upswing. Squeeze your knees, lock your elbows one more time. Take an inhale and slowly slide up. And feet down, feet together, arms down. Take a breath.
Eagle Gayarasana. Identify right arm and left, don't mix them up. Inhale, arms over your head, palms together. Immediately, right underneath the left, cross them each other, hands, palms together, pull your elbows down. If your hands do not come together, go ahead and bring your hands onto your shoulders and pull your shoulders down. Otherwise, hands, palms together, pull, sit down, hips to the chair, upper body back. Inhale, right leg lifts high up over the left, cross them each other, and sit down further and twist. Hips in one line, shoulders in one line. If your foot is not around the calf, point your toe to the back wall, but squeeze inner thighs, squeeze arms, stomach in, chest up. Now, you're twisting and twisting. Hopefully you have a juicy eagle now. Bring the elbows down, chest up, stomach in. Sit down one more time, upper body back, and change. Come up, arms over your head, palms together, and immediately left underneath the right, cross them each other, hands, palms together, ideally. Otherwise, you can cross or hold your, there you go, shoulders, pull the elbows down. All right, go ahead, second set, sit down, hips into the chair, stay down there, upper body back. All right, and left leg high up over the right. Point your toe around the calf, sliding down to the ankle bone. Now, you're opening up 14 major joints. Sit down deeper, chest is up more. Notice your breath, breathing. If you're sitting in a chair, sit down and notice your hips and shoulders in one line. Sink in, sit down further. Good, upper body back, beautiful. Keeping your balance and change. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Very nice, big inhale and right underneath the left. Hands, palms together. Second set, you get a chance, a little bit more juicy. Feel what it feels like in your body. Pull the elbows down, fingertips below the nose, ideally, and sit down, stomach in, upper body back, chest is up, and right leg high up over the left. All right, now if you have any angst, put it in there. Squeeze as hard as you can. It feels really great. Feel maybe the sweat dripping, stomach in, chest is up, shoulders are back, lining up the hips and the shoulders. Now you're juicy, so squeeze as tight as possible. Pull the elbows down even more. Give it your all. Slide your toes down a little bit further to the ankle. You're doing great. Hang in there. Gorgeous balance. Now, right before you change, go down a little bit more. Chest is up, elbows down at the end, and change. Beautiful. Come up, arms over your head. And second set, left underneath the right. Pull your elbows down. Sit down, fingertips are below the nose, adjust whatever you need to for your body. All right, sit down, everybody down, stomach in, chest is up, and left leg high up over the right. Cross, twist, squeeze. That's okay. If you fell out, get right back in. Finding your balance, finding your breath. Pull your elbows down. If your hands, palms are together, squeeze them tight, bring them down even more. Juicy ropes. Squeeze your arms tight. Squeeze your legs tighter. Suck your stomach in. Now, upper body back breathing. Sit down a little bit more, sliding your foot down closer to the ankle bone. Chest up more. Elbows down at the end and change. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Arms float down by your side. Notice yourself in the mirror, smile, it's water break time, and give yourself a lot of love in the mirror. It's awesome you showed up. It's party time. What an incredible party we have, global around the world. Thank you for showing up. Whatever you do in your posture, however you are, fantastic you made it today. Love you all. Enjoy your break.
Standing head to knee pose. Come to the center of your mat. Feet together. Shift the weight into your left leg. Pick up your right foot. Hold it 3 inches below the toes with interlocked fingers. Nice and tight grip. Don't lose the grip. Focus 1 point on your left leg. Contract the thigh. Whole kneecap lifts up. Nice and solid. Inhale, breathing. Right leg lift up and stretch forward towards the mirror till the leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower. Keep your left leg straight. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Kick the heel out, turn your toes in. Try to get both legs locked. So from the side, your legs look like an upside down L. When both legs are locked and you can balance, slowly start bending your elbows down towards the floor till they touch your calf muscle. Eventually, they'll go down below your calf muscle. Change. Left side. Pick up your left foot, same position. Interlock 10 fingers underneath the big toe. Focus 1 point on your right leg this time. Make sure it's locked, solid, concrete. You have no knee. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Left leg, lift up and stretch forward. Kick the heel forward. Turn all 5 toes back towards your face. Create contraction in both thighs. Suck your lower belly in. When both legs are straight and you can balance, slowly bend your elbows down towards the floor till they touch your calf muscle. Eventually, they'll go down below the calf muscle. Change. Take a breath here. Second set. Once again, shift your weight into the left leg. Interlock the 10 fingers, grab the right foot in front of you, 3 inches below your toes. No hesitation. Distribute the weight evenly all over the left foot. Standing leg solid. Inhale. Right leg lift up, stretch forward. Kick the heel forward, turn all 5 toes back towards your face. Flex the foot back from the ankle. When both legs are straight and you can balance, slowly start bending your elbows down towards the floor. Remember, suck your lower belly in, round your spine. If you've got fairly good balance, very slowly start bending your elbows, tuck your chin to your chest, look towards your stomach, touch your forehead on your knee. Take your time, we'll wait. Change. Come out exactly the opposite of the way you went in. Last side. Pick up your left foot this time. All 10 fingers underneath the foot. Focus on your standing leg. It's all about the standing leg. Suck your lower belly in. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Left leg, lift up, stretch forward, kick the heel forward, turn your toes in, get both legs locked, contraction in both thighs. When both legs are locked, start slowly to bend your elbows, round the spine a lot, suck the lower belly in a lot, slowly tuck your chin to chest, touch your forehead to your knee and hold it there. Change, slowly come out exactly the opposite of the way you went in.
Standing bow pulling pose. Oh, good, Suzanne, you're back.
I had a little power outage. All right, let's pick up the power here now. I've got it back. All right, standing bow pulling pose, everyone. Stand with your toes and heels together. Bring your right hand out in front of you, your palm facing up with your elbow touching your body. Bring your arm out to the side to warm up that rotator cuff, palm still facing up. Bring the arm all the way down behind you and hold your right inside ankle with all 5 fingers together. Get a good firm grip back there. Don't let it slip. Now bring your knees together, your left arm straight up towards the ceiling so your palm faces the front mirror or the screen. Knees together, shoulder into the chin, stretch up towards the ceiling. Take that deep breath, fill up your lungs, and then exhale. Kick your right leg directly behind your head and kick as hard as possible up towards the ceiling, and don't stop kicking. Kick as hard as possible to charge your body down and forward towards the front mirror. Stretch your left fingertips more forward. Try to touch the front mirror. Right shoulder invisible behind you, and try to create an arrow with your shoulders. Keep kicking and stretching, equal and simultaneous, 50-50. So the harder you kick, the more you stretch. You can balance here forever. Kicking and stretching, keep kicking and stretching. Reach for the front mirror, kick back behind you, kick more from your heel. Try to use your entire lower spine to your buttocks. Keep kicking and stretching. Bring your body down, get your chest down, belly button down, parallel to the floor. Kick a little harder, kick back, stretch forward, keep your focus. Bring the body down, reach forward, kick one more time. Inhale, breathing, bring the upper body back up, knees together, foot down on the floor, arms down by your side. Take a rest, swallow a couple of times, make sure you can still breathe through your nose and that your mouth is continuously closed using your nose. Let's try the other side, guys. Bring your left hand, palm facing up, elbow touching the body. Bring the hand over to the side and drop it down behind you and hold your left inside ankle with all 5 fingers together. Thumb touching the index fingers. Get a nice good grip there, a nice little grip. Bring the knees together, right arm straight up towards the ceiling, palm facing the front mirror. Bring your shoulder in to touch the chin, arm always touching with the ear. Now inhale, stretch the right arm up, stretch the left knee down. Exhale, breathing, and kick the left leg directly behind your head. Kick as hard as possible from the lower spine to get the upper body down more so the belly button, your stomach, and your chest are parallel to the floor. Keep kicking and stretching simultaneously. That's the key to keep you balancing. Kick back and reach forward. Bring the shoulder under the chin, left shoulder behind the neck. So our 2 arms in one line. Now try to separate the 2 wrists. Kick a little harder. Separate the 2 feet and kick a little harder. Keep kicking and stretching using your arms and your legs to get into your spine. Bring your body down more. Stretch forward more. Keep your focus. Look straight ahead. Look right between your eyes and point the fingers between your eyes. Kick a little harder. Come down and kick, kick, kick one more time, guys. Inhale, breathing. Bring your upper body back up, knees together, feet together, arms down by your side. Stand tall, stand at ease, and focus on your breathing. Lift your chest up. Allow the shoulders to relax down and back. Like arms feel nice and heavy, like big, heavy raindrops. Keep the toes and heels together so the feet will stay straight for this posture. Second set. Bring the right hand up and out. Bring it on down behind you and hold your right inside ankle. Bring your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Get into this nice long line to create this stretch and opening for those beautiful hips. All right, knees together. Left shoulder into the chin. Inhale, stretch up. Right knee down. Exhale. Kick from your lower spine to get your chest and abdomen down parallel to the ground. And don't stop kicking. Be a nice little football player here. Kick as hard as possible. Kick your right leg up. Kick from the lower spine. Try to kick more from your heel. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. So you're using that strength in your buttocks. Develop more strength there, guys. Kick a little harder. Reach more forward. Try to touch the front mirror. Shoot your arrow between your eyes. Try to shoot that target right between the eyes, your bullseye. Bring your body down more. Stretch forward more. Keep kicking and stretching equal and simultaneous. Body down more. Stretch forward more. Come down and kick one more time. Good. Inhale, breathing. Come on back up. Knees and together, feet down on the ground, arms down by your side. Let's try that other side and balance us out. Bring your left hand, palm facing up. Bring it out to the side, down behind you. Hold your left inside ankle with all 5 fingers together. Keep that grip nice and strong. All right, bring your right arm straight up in front of you. No bend in the arm. Work that shoulder. Knees together, shoulder in. Bring everything back to the center of gravity so we can control the balance better. Now inhale, stretch up, knees together. Exhale, start kicking immediately. Kick from the lower spine. Try to kick from your heel up towards the ceiling. Beautiful there, Kay. Beautiful, cat. Bring the body down more and stretch more forward. Try to touch the front mirror. Keep your eyes on the target. That's you. Keep kicking and reaching forward, pointing right between your eyes. Bring your body down more. Stretch forward more. Keep the kick happening like you're on the women's soccer team for the USA. Kick a little harder. Bring your body down more. Stretch forward more. Keep kicking. K-I-C-K. Kick it out and bring your body down. Hold it. Breathe. Inhale, breathing. Come on back up. Arms right by your ear. Arms straight down. Exactly the way you went in. Excellent mobility practice. Very good job, guys. Stand still and rest. Swallow a couple of times and let your body recover.
Lovely. Come to the back of your towel for balancing stick. Toes, heels touching nicely side by side. Arms overhead sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Keep the grip tight. Keep the palms glued together. Arms and body back, chin up. Inhale, breathing, right leg steps forward, a big step. Lock both knees. Point your toes, tuck your stomach in tight and come down. Whole body down. Stomach, stomach, stomach. Squeeze your biceps and ears together. Stretch your body forward. Good. Stomach in nice and tight. Stretch forward more. Body down, leg up. Point the toes to the back wall, leg up. Come forward more. Stretch, stretch. Inhale, breathe and go back. Arms stay there. Body back. Chest and chin up. Breathe. Inhale, breathing. Left leg steps forward, a big step. Lock both knees. Now lock your elbows. Squeeze the biceps and ears together. Keep it tight and come down. Whole body down. Suck your stomach in tight to create the stretch. Suck your stomach in more. Lift your right leg up. Now point the toes to the back wall. Stretch your arms forward. Good. Palms stay glued together. Nice and tight. Stretch forward more. Body down. Now leg up. Leg up. Stretch forward more. Inhale, breathe and go back. Arms down by your side. Deep breath in and out through your nose. Stand still. Breathe. Second set. Toes, heels together, arms up, palms together, interlock, release the index fingers. Keep this grip nice and tight. Try to get the wrists a little bit closer. Eliminate the gap between the arms and the ears. Body back, chin up. Inhale, breathing, right leg steps forward, a big step. Lock both knees, point the toes, stomach in, whole body down. Create the length and the stretch by sucking your stomach in more. So stomach in and stretch. Squeeze the biceps and ears together and stretch. Now arms forward more. Try to touch the window in front of you. Toes to the back wall. Try to touch the dog behind you. Come down more. Suck your stomach in, stretch. Come forward more, stretch. Inhale, breathing, go back. Arms stay there. Body back, chest and chin up. Last one. Inhale, breathing, left leg steps forward, a big step. Lock both knees, point the toes, stomach in. And bring your whole body down. Suck your stomach in. 1, 2, in more. 3, 4, stretch. 5, 6, more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, breathe and go back. Arms down side, deep breath, breathe.
All right, standing separate leg stretching posture. Everybody come to the left side of your mat and towel, or come to the left side or turn to the left side. Everybody, this posture is very good to lengthen up your spine. If you do this posture rest of your life, we never lose the height. Stretching, lengthening of your spinal cord. So let's get into the pose. Everybody, feet together, arms over your head, please. Right leg, step to the right side. Arms down, same time, palm facing down towards the floor. Everybody, toes in, pigeon toes, heels out, stomach in, chest forward, and slowly bend your body from your lower back. Look at your hips in the mirror. Go all the way down until your hip touches the chair's rib bar. Everybody, go down, grab your heels from outside, stepping on all the 5 fingers of each hand. Your elbows with the calf muscles. Everybody, step on your 5 fingers, including your thumb. Now pull your heels, push the knee back, lock your knees. With your knees are engaged, stretch your spine from the lower back and try to touch your head on the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Pull your heels and stretch your body down from the lower back and touch your head on the floor. First, your legs are stretching, then your hips are stretching, then your lower back is stretching, then your whole body is stretching, 360-degree angle from coccyx to the neck, from coccyx to the toes. Stretch your body down from the lower back. Everybody roll forward, keep the weight on the toes, bend the elbows, bring your body downward. Neck is relaxed, stretch your body down from the lower back. Everybody tight, touch your head on the floor, roll forward, touch your head on the floor and hold it there. Change, slowly come back in the posture. Inhale, arms over your head, please. Right leg back, feet together, and stand. Second set, try to go a little bit more deeper. Bend the elbows. Why we bend the elbows? If you bend the elbows, your bicep strength can go down and stretch your spine more deeper. Let's try second set. Feet together, arms over your head, please. Right leg, step to the right side. Arms down, same time. Palm facing down to the floor. Everybody, toes in, heels out, stomach in, chest forward, and slowly bend your body from your lower back. Look at your hips in the mirror, go straight down, keep your stomach in all the way. When you cannot look at your hips, go down, grab your heels from outside, step on your fingers, nice and tight grip. Please don't lose this grip. Now everybody, pull your heels and you stretch your body down from the lower back and touch your head on the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Pull your heels and stretch your body down from the lower back and touch your head on the floor. If you cannot touch your head on the floor, open your legs more and more and more and stretch your body down from the lower back. Everybody, one more time. Stretch your legs first, then the spine. Everybody, then the neck. Relax the neck in this posture. Bend the elbows and try that. Bring your chest inside between the legs. Everybody, bring your chest between the knees. Roll a little bit more forward. Keep the weight on the toes. Pulling is the object of stretching. Stretch your body down from the lower back, lengthening up your spine cord towards the gravity. Everybody, roll forward. Pulling is the object of stretching. Stretch your body down from the lower back. Bring your chest a little bit more inside. Touch your head on the floor. Change. Slowly come back in the posture. Inhale, arms over your head, please. Right leg back, feet together, and stand there. Thank you.
All right, triangle pose, everybody. Feet together, arms up over your head. Big step out to the right, arms come down parallel to the floor. 2 heels in 1 line. Push your hips a little bit forward, lift your chest to bring your arms and upper body back. Now turn your right toes out to the right. Turn them out all the way, maybe a ½ inch more to get your right foot parallel to the wall in front of you. Left toes can turn in slightly. Bend your right knee and sit down. Bounce a couple times to get your hips down low enough so you create a right angle with the right leg, right thigh parallel with the floor, and stay down there. Hips forward, body back, lean back, open your chest and freeze. Don't let your hips come up anymore. Now inhale, move your both arms at the same time. Bring your right arm down and your left arm up. Stretch your left arm up and stretch your right arm down and touch your toes between the big toe and the second toe. Just don't lean any weight on your right hand fingertips. Turn your head, look up and stretch up. Take a deep breath. Continuously stretch your left arm up and your right arm down. Push your left hip slightly forward and down as you push the right knee back with the help of the right elbow. Now twist your upper body back. Keep your left leg locked and your left foot flat on the floor. Inhale, come up back to center. Turn your right toes in and turn your left toes out. Keep looking straight ahead to keep your spine straight in the center. Resist the urge to look down at your feet. Turn your left toes out. Turn your right toes in slightly, bend your left knee and sit down. Sit down nice and low to get your left thigh parallel to the floor and stay down there. Again, hips forward, lean back, arms back, open your chest and freeze. Don't let your hips come up. Inhale, just move your arms and stretch your arms in opposite directions. Stretch your left arm down and touch your toes just between the big toe and the second toe and stretch your right arm up. Turn your head, look up and stretch up. Bring your chin to your right shoulder. Now take a deep breath and continuously stretch your arms in opposite directions. Not beautiful, Emmanuel. Nice triangle. Push your right hip a little bit forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of the left elbow. Twist your upper body back. Look up and stretch up. Keep your right leg locked and your right foot flat on the floor. Inhale, come up. Nice. Feet together and arms down. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Let's do it again. Inhale your arms up over your head. Take a big step out to the right. Arms come down parallel to the floor. 2 heels in 1 line. Hips a little forward, chest up, arms back. Turn your right toes out to the right. Turn them out all the way so the right foot's parallel. Turn your left toes in. I see you guys looking down at your toes. Try to break that habit. Keep your chin up and look straight ahead to keep your spine straight. Now bend your right knee and sit down. Bounce a couple times. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Get your hips down there nice and low. Right thigh parallel. Freeze, hips forward, lean back, body back, arms back. Open your chest. Inhale, just move the arms and stretch your arms in opposite directions. Reach for the ceiling and reach for your toes. Don't let your right elbow go down below the knee. If your right elbow's at the knee, you're not touching your toes. You probably just need to sit down a little bit more. Now look up and stretch up. Chin to the left shoulder. Profile of your face visible. Beautiful, Balwan. It looks gorgeous. Look up and stretch up. Keep your left leg locked and your left foot flat on the floor. Inhale, come up. Last side. Turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. Keep your eyes forward. Bend your left knee and sit down. Sit, sit, sit. Bounce a couple times. Get your hips down nice and low, nice and strong. Left thigh parallel. Left leg is a 90-degree angle. So you keep the left knee tracking over the left ankle. Now stay down there. Hips forward, lean back, arms back, spine straight in the center. Now inhale, move your both arms at the same time. Stretch your arms, right arm up and your left arm down. Touch your toes without letting your left elbow go below the knee. Turn your head, look up and stretch up. Take a deep breath. Continuously stretch your right arm up and your left arm down. Push your right hip a little bit forward and push your left knee back. Now twist your upper body back. So a little left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Touch your toes, touch the ceiling, right leg locked, right foot flat on the floor. Inhale, come up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. Beautiful.
Okay, down the arm a bit harder. Push your Janshrasana. Feet together, please. Bring your arms over your head sideways. Palms together, just your thumbs are crossed. Now stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, touch the ceiling. Right leg step to right. Big step. At the same, and then turn your whole body to the right. 180-degree angle. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. Bring your hips in one line from the side, your heels in one line, backside foot 45-degree angle. Exhale, breathing, arms and head together, you go down. Tuck your chin in, look at your stomach, get your forehead on your knee. You have to have the forehead on the knee. You can bend your knee if you need to, forehead on the knee. Stretch your hands forwards beyond the toes, elbows straight. Push your hands into the floor. One day, get the front leg locked. Stomach in, eyes open, throat choked, breathing normal. And the maximum body weight to your right leg, so that your right side hip sticks up towards the ceiling. Keeping the hips in one line from the side. Very quickly push the right knee back to lock your knee. Hands together, full lungs inhale, and gently come all the way up. Stop in the center, turn to the left. 185-degree angle, turn those hips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times more beyond your flexibility. Hips in one line, heels in one line, arms and head together. Exhale, you go down. Throat choked, look, let your stomach go all the way down and touch your forehead to your knee. Again, you have to get the forehead to the knees, compression posture, so bend that knee. Stretch the hands, push them away from you into the floor. Everybody, body weight comes into your left leg, the left hip sticks more up to the ceiling. Get those hips in one line from the side. Eyes open, breathing normal, push your knee back and lock your knee. Hands together, full lungs, inhale very gently, slowly come all the way up. Stop in the middle, right leg back to left, arms down side. Beautiful. Second set, feet together please, arms overhead sideways, palms together, just your thumbs across. Now stretch your arms up to the ceiling, you are trying to touch the ceiling. Right leg to the right, big step, and turn to the right. Turn the hips 5 times more, you can use your back foot to push that right hip forwards, hips in one line, heels in one line, arms and head together, tuck your chin in, and you go down. Throat choked, look at your stomach. Go down, get your forehead on your knee. Everybody right up towards the ceiling. This is good for 8 things. It's a marriage between your pancreas and kidneys, your thyroid pituitary gland, extension of your bronchial medulla, opening the throat and the crown chakras. Good for the endocrine system, digestion, metabolism, body chemistry, and your immune system. Push the knee back and lock your knee. Hands together. Full lungs inhale. Slowly come up. Stop in the center and go all the way to the left. Turn your hips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Lock out those elbows, tuck your chin in, exhale, breathing, and you go down round the spine, go all the way down, lift your forehead to your knee, bend the knee, stretch your hands out, feel the shoulders stretch, body weight forwards, everybody left hip up, more to the ceiling, get those hips in one line, eyes open, throat choke, push the knee back and lock your knee, hands together. Full lungs inhale, slowly, gently, all the way back up. Stop in the center, right leg back to the left, and arms down side.
Okay, please come back to the center of your space where you started for tree pose. Stand toes and heels together, focus straight ahead, and grab your right foot from underneath with your left hand. Bring your heel up towards the center of your costume. Sole of your foot is facing towards the ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee come down. Try to get your 2 knees in one line, hips forward, upper body back, spine straight, stomach sucked in, hips and shoulders parallel to the floor. Balance there, bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can still balance, bring your left hand up. But if your foot slips, hold on to your foot. Standing leg, thigh muscle contracted, nice and strong. Standing on one leg here, weights equally distributed on your standing foot. Hips and shoulders parallel to the floor. Stomach in, stretch up, focus, and concentrate. And change, arms and legs down. Other side. Grab your left foot from underneath with your right hand. Bring your heel up towards the center of your costume. Sole of your foot's facing up. Slowly let your left knee come down. Try to get the 2 knees in one line, opening the hips like we did in the triangle. Stomach in, hips and shoulders parallel to the floor. Standing leg is locked. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Bring your right hand up or hold your foot. Focus and concentrate. Standing leg, thigh muscle contracted. Make it strong and solid. Foot's flat on the floor, stomach sucked in, stretch up, breathe in, focus, and change. Arms and legs down. Next is toe stand. Focus 1 point on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Bring your right foot up to the middle of your thigh, wherever it feels comfortable. And bring your hands, palms together in the center of your chest. Let your right knee come down. Focus 1 point on the floor, suck your stomach in and bend your body down from the lower spine, all 10 fingers, both hands on the floor in front of you. When you have your hands on the floor, then bend your knee and bring your hips down and sit down on your heel. Bring your hands back to the side, balance on your fingertips, stretch up towards the ceiling, both knees parallel to the floor. Keep the focus 1 point on the floor, stretch your spine up, keep your stomach in. Bring your left hand up to the center of your chest. Bring your right hand up, continuously stretch up. Keep your stomach sucked in from your pelvic bone up to your rib cage, nice and strong. Lift up off your heel, focus and concentrate. Bring your hands back to the floor in front of you and slowly come back up. Try to come up, opposite way you went down. And change, arms and legs down, breathe in, breathe out. Other side, bring your left foot up to the middle of your thigh, wherever it feels comfortable. Hands, palms together, center of your chest. Focus on point on the floor. Even if you can't do anything else, just focus 1 point on the floor. Suck your stomach in and bend your body down, all 10 fingers, both hands on the floor. When you have your hands on the floor, then bend your knee and bring your hips down, sit down on your heel. Both knees still parallel. Focus on the floor. Walk your hands back to the side, stomach in, and stretch up like a tree trunk in your stomach, nice and strong. Lift up off your heel, left hand up, right hand up. Continuously stretch your spine up towards the ceiling, focus and concentrate. Bring your hands back in front of you, come back up, opposite the way you went down. Try to come back up into the standing toe tree pose. And then arms and legs down, breathe in, breathe out. And then turn around and lie down on your back and relax into Savasana. Get a quick drink if you need it. Lie on your back. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. Savasana is the best position for your heart to move the blood through your body. So lie on your back, heels together, toes out, palms face up. Keep your eyes open, keep the energy coming in to your body. Focus and concentrate. Just relax here.
Wind removing posture is next. Gently bend your right knee, interlock all 10 fingers a couple inches below the right knee. Pull your right knee out and down and avoid your rib cage. Just try and pull it towards your right shoulder. You should feel a little bit of a pinch in the right hip. You're putting pressure on the ascending colon. See if you can just freeze there and be still for a moment. You can flex the left foot if you need to get the calf muscle to touch the floor. Pull a little bit deeper, hold, and change. Right leg down. Lift the left leg up, interlock all 10 fingers, grab a couple inches below the left knee, and then pull the left knee again out and down towards the left armpit. Make sure that both shoulders are down on the floor. Make sure you have a nice tight grip so you're working the strength of your digits, and use both biceps. See if you can flex the right foot a little bit to get the calf muscle to touch. Take another inhale. On the exhale, pull a little bit deeper, freeze there, hold, and change. Left leg down. Now both legs up, and see if you can grab your elbows around the outside of the knees and pull the knees into the chest. As you press your hips down into the floor, relax your feet side by side. Don't point or flex. Just relax the feet and put the energy into pulling the knees into the chest. Feel the upper thigh press against the lower abdomen. This is so good for the transverse colon. Pull a little bit deeper. Change. Relax. Heels touch, feet fall open, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, and eyes still. Okay, second set. Right leg up, interlock all 10 fingers, grab a couple inches below the right knee, pull it out and down again, and see if you can just find a nice place where you feel that ascending colon, the pressure against the rib cage, pulling like you're going to touch the knee to the shoulder. Keep a nice tight grip. Keep both shoulders down on the floor. Make sure that your neck is flat on the floor. Flex the left foot if you need to get that left side hip opening as you're really putting a little bit of pressure on the right. Pull a little bit deeper, freeze, change. Right leg down. Try left leg up, interlock the fingers, pull the left knee out and down, descending colon. This is the part that goes down. So you're cleaning out your digestive tract. You're massaging out the buildup. It's so good for your health. The gut is the center of your intuition. More cells in the gut than in the brain. So cleaning it becomes so essential. Pull a little bit deeper, freeze for a moment, hold there, and then change. Left leg down. Now let's go both legs up again and see if you can just switch your grip up so that maybe if you're on autopilot with your grip, you just switch it up, always trying to find places to bring balance. Pull your knees into your chest. Pull a little bit deeper and press your hips down. So one day your whole spine is going to be flat on the floor, feeling that pressure across the transverse colon, cleaning out your gut. Stay for a moment, breathe for a moment, and change. Relax, heels touch, feet fall open, palms face the ceiling. Eyes still.
All righty, everyone. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I get to lead you through your first sit-up. Toes and heels together. Flex your feet, heels stay on the floor, arms over your head, just cross your thumbs, deep breath, and sit up. Exhale, grab your big toes forward to your knees, elbows to the floor. We now go into our spine strengthening series. Please turn around, lie on your belly. And we begin with the cobra pose, chin forward. Get your hands underneath your shoulders, very close to your chest. All 5 fingers touch. Fingertips in line with the tops of the shoulders. Baby fingers in line with your deltoids. Toes, heels touch. Feet stay flat on the floor. Leg muscles nice, tight. Thighs contracted. You have one tail like a cobra. Elbows in to touch the body. Shoulders down. Take a deep breath, look at the ceiling and come up, please. Go up, use a 100% back strength. Come up halfway until only the belly button is touching the floor. The rest of the upper body is in the air. Squeeze your elbows in to touch the body. Stretch your elbows to your hips, 90-degree angle L. Drop your shoulders down, trapezius muscles are visible, chin up, chest up, look up, stay up, go up, more up. And change, slowly lower it down. Arms by your side, left ear on the towel, face the right hand side of the room, eyes open and breathe. Just relax here, big toes touch, let your low back relax. Let's do our second set. Chin forward, hands underneath your shoulders, palms flat, fingertips in line with the top of the shoulders, baby fingers in line with your deltoids. Distribute your hands, palms, weight equally the same all over. Palms flat, toes, heels touch, leg muscles tight, feet stay on the floor. Again, just one leg, you're a cobra snake. Elbows come in to touch the body and shoulders down. Take a deep breath, look up and come up, please. Go up, use 100% of the back strength. Come up until only the little baby belly button is touching the floor. The rest of the upper body is in the air. Squeeze your elbows to touch the body. Stretch the elbows to your hips, dropping the shoulders down. Trapezius muscles visible, chin up, chest up, look up, stay up, go up, more up. And change, slowly lower it down. Arms by your side, right ear on the towel, face the left-hand side of the room. Arms down, relax, and breathe. Awesome. Good job.
Next is locust pose, Shalabhasana. Arms straight position, get your arms underneath your body, hands, palms facing the floor, elbows completely underneath your stomach invisible. Elbows are supposed to hurt. Fingers completely apart and grab the floor with your fingertips. Two little baby fingers touching each other side by side. Chin is out on the mat. Left leg relaxed, right leg is solid, concrete, point to your toes. Inhale, breathing slowly, Johnny. Right leg lifts off the floor. Minimum 45 degrees, that's only half of 90. Come up much more high, everybody. Make sure your back hurts. Elbows hurt. Leg up more, lift up more, a couple of inches. Lock your knee, point to your toes more up. Slowly relax. Right leg down. Left leg, solid, concrete, point to your toes. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, left leg lifts off the floor. Minimum 45 degrees, that's only half of 90. Come up, much more higher, everybody. Make sure your back hurts. Elbows hurt, leg up more, lift up more, a couple of inches. Lock your knee, point your toes more up. Slowly lower down. Turn your head in. Mouth is touching the floor. Readjust your hands, palms, everybody. Get your elbows close underneath your stomach. Don't let your mouth come off the floor in the air. Full lungs. Inhale, breathing without bending your knees. Both legs lift up. Everybody go up. Everybody come up. Struggle a little bit harder here. Please don't give up. Knees locked. Point your toes to the back. Or get your legs up. Get your legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Go up. More up. Slowly lower down. Look to the right. Left ear's on the towel. Completely relax. The eyes stay open. Stay present in your room. The mouth is closed. We're breathing through the nose. Completely relax. Respiratory system with the help of circulatory system, bringing the body back to its normal circulation in 20 seconds. Second set, arms straight position, get your arms underneath your body, hands, palms facing the floor, elbows completely underneath your stomach, invisible, elbows are supposed to hurt. Fingers completely apart, grab the floor with your fingertips, the two little baby fingers touching each other side by side, chin is out on the mat, left leg relaxed, right leg solid, concrete, point your toes. Inhale, breathing, slowly, Johnny, right leg lifts off the floor, minimum 45 degrees, that's only half of 90. Come up, much more high, everybody. Make sure your back hurts, elbows hurt, leg up more, lift up more, a couple of inches, lock your knee, point your toes more up, slowly lower down, relax the leg, don't use it. Left leg, solid, concrete, point your toes. Inhale, breathing, slowly, Johnny, left leg lifts off the floor. Minimum 45 degrees, half of 90. Come up, much more high, everybody. Make sure your back hurts, elbows hurt, leg up more, lift up more, a couple of inches, lock your knee, point your toes more up, slowly lower down. Relax the leg, don't use it. Turn your head in, mouth is touching the floor. Readjust your hands, palms, everybody. Get your elbows close underneath your stomach, invisible. Don't let your mouth come off the floor in the air. Full lungs. Inhale, breathing without bending your knees. Both legs lift up. Everybody go up. Everybody come up. Struggle a little bit harder. Please don't give up. Knees lock. Knees lock. Point your toes to the back. We'll get your legs up. Get your legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Legs up. Go up. More up. Slowly lower down. Look to the left. Right ears on the towel. Completely relax. Let everything go.
Full locust pose, Purna Salabhasana. Bring your chin forward, neck out, arms out to the side like airplane wings. Palms face down, 5 fingers together. Squeeze your toes and your heels together. Leg and hip muscles tight, solid, one piece. Look up towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale, lift. Arms, body, head, leg, everything up off the floor. Look up at the ceiling. Lift your chest up. Lift your neck up. Look as far back as you can. Push your hands out, away from your armpits. Lift your hands up. Keep the legs together. Look any further back behind you. And slowly lower down. Good. Touch your chin down, left ear in the towel. Look to your right, arms down by your side. Toes touch, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, neck flat. First set, excellent. Bring your arms out to the side like airplane wings, 5 fingers together. Squeeze toes and heels together. Leg and hip muscles tight, solid, one piece. Look up towards the ceiling, take a deep breath. Inhale, breathing, lift. Arms, body, head, leg, everything up off the floor. What are you looking at? Push your hands out. Inhale, lift your hands up. Lift your chest up, lift your neck up. Tip your chin back. Look any further back behind you. Keep looking at that thing. Slowly lower down. Very good. Touch your chin down. Right ear in the towel, look to your left.
Bow pose, Dhanurasana, chin on the floor. Hold your feet from the outside, exactly 2 inches below the toes, 5 fingers together, thumbs touching with the index fingers. 6 inches apart between your knees and your toes, wrist straight, pointed toes, arms and legs should look like 2 wheels and 1 base. Take a deep breath and gently both legs kick up toward the ceiling. Look up, kick your legs back. Continuously keep kicking, don't stop kicking. Roll forward until your toes are in the center from the side. Kick back more harder, your head up more. Kick your legs behind you, wrist straight more. Keep the knees in, pointed toes, kick back more, kick harder. And gently come down, relax. Left ear on the towel, look to the right. Very nice. Remember, this posture is about the kick. I think we say kick about 9 or 10 times in this posture. Kick, breathe, and use your eyes to look up. Second set, chin on the floor. Hold your feet from the outside, exactly 2 inches below the toes. 5 fingers together, thumbs touching with the index fingers. Please don't lose the grip. 6 inches apart between the knees and the toes, wrist straight, pointed toes, arms and legs look like 2 wheels and 1 base. Take a deep breath and gently both legs kick up toward the ceiling. Look up, kick your legs back. Continuously keep kicking, don't stop kicking. Roll forward until your toes are in the center from the side. Kick back more, harder, your head up more. Kick your legs behind you, wrist straight more. Keep your knees in, pointed toes, kick back more, kick harder, and gently come down, relax. Right ear on the towel, look to the left.
Okay, everyone, put your hands on the floor and push yourself up. Come to the top of the tower for fixed frame pose. Sit down on the top of the tower, knees together. Separate your feet and sit down in between the heels. Hips touching the floor, heels touching the hips the whole time. If your knees or your feet hurt, open your knees. Put your hands, palms on the toes, thumbs inside, fingers outside. Touch your right elbow on the floor. Then the left one. Head touching the floor, the back of the head touching the floor. Your shoulders should touch the floor. Your whole upper body relax on the floor. Then bring your arms over the head, grab your elbows each other over the head, pull your elbows down towards the floor. Chin down towards your chest, neck flat on the floor. Lift your chest and stomach up towards the ceiling. Create a perfect human bridge. Eventually, bring your knees together, but make sure knees never come off the floor. Keep your eyes open, everyone. Breathing always normal. Put your hands on your feet with the help of your elbows. Come up carefully and turn around. Lay down on your back. Relax. Savasana. Heels touching, arms on the towel, palm facing up towards the ceiling. Keep your eyes open, everyone. Just relax. Energizing sit-up. Toes and heels together. Flex your feet, arms over the head. Cross your thumbs, arms and head together. Inhale, breathing quickly. Sit up. Grab your big toes. Double exhale, right to the elbows to the floor. Turn around for second set. Come to the top of the tower. Sit down on the top of the tower. Knees together. Separate your feet. Sit down in between the heels. Hips touching the floor. Heels touching the hips. If your knees sore, open your knees. Put your hands on your feet. Touch your right elbow down on the floor. Then the left one. Touch your head on the floor. Back of the head. Shoulders touching the floor. Your whole upper body relax on the floor. Then bring your arms over the head. Grab your elbows each other over the head. Pull your elbows down towards the floor. Chin down towards your chest. Neck flat on the floor. Everyone, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Try to create a perfect human bridge. Bring your knees together at the end. Make sure knees never come off the floor. Check it out, everyone. Put your hands on your feet with the help of your elbows. Come up carefully and turn around. Lay down on your back. Totally relax. Just relax.
Okay, everybody, next sit up. Let's do this together. Heels and toes together. Flex your feet. Keep your heels on the floor. Arms over your head. Cross your thumbs. Arms and head together. Inhale, breathing quickly. Sit up. Exhale, breathing. Grab the big toes. Double jerk. Forehead to the knee. Elbows to the floor. Turn around and come to the middle of your mat and towel for half tortoise pose. Sit down, kneel down position. Feet flat on the floor. No gap underneath the ankles. Arms over your head, hands palms together, only cross your thumbs. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling, elbows locked, arms touching with your ears, chin up. Suck your stomach in, exhale, breathing, and go down, arms and head together. Touch your forehead on the floor, little fingers touching the floor, rest of your arm is in the air. Stretch your arms more forward, make sure your shoulders hurt, scapula coming out of the body, chin away from your chest. Stretch forward more, chin forward. Hips touching the heels, eyes always open, breathing always normal, stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, come up, arms and head together. Arms down side, turn around, lie down on your back, Shavasana. Relax completely. Enjoy the fresh, oxygenated blood in your brain. Activating all your brain cells, just relax. And then start again, heels and toes together, flex your feet, heels on the floor, arms over your head, cross your thumbs, arms and head together. Inhale, breathing quickly, sit up, exhale, breathing, grab the big toes, double jerk, forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. Turn around and come to the middle of your mat and towel for the second set, half tortoise, sit down, kneel down position, feet flat on the floor. Arms over your head, cross only your thumbs, lock your elbows, arms with your ears, chin up, stomach in, exhale and go down. Keep your hips on the heels, body on your legs, forehead on the floor, little pinkies touching the floor, elbows locked, chin away from your chest, eyes always open, breathing always normal. Forward more, stretch more, stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch. Inhale, come up, arms and head together. Arms down side. Turn around, lie down on your back, Shavasana.
Relax completely.
Camel pose. Toes and heels together, arms overhead, cross your thumbs, heels on the floor. Inhale, breathing, sit up quickly. Double jerk, touch your forehead to your knees, elbows on the floor. Everyone come to the top of towel, stand up on your knees. Second set, no. 6 inches apart, inside your legs, between your knees and toes, feet flat on the floor, hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers towards the floor. Take a deep inhale, everyone drop your head back. Go back halfway and hold it. Drop your right hand down, grab your right heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside. Left hand side, grab your heels, thumbs outside, full palm grip, nice high grip. Look back, inhale, push your hips forward towards the mirror. Lift your chest up to the ceiling, everybody. Inhale, push hips forward. Exhale, lift your chest up, whole spine backward bending. Everybody, 360 degrees angle, backward bending for the gravitation. Inhale, push. Everybody push harder, lift your chest up more. Inhale, push. Exhale, lift your chest up. Put your hands on your hips, one by one. Inhale, come up in the middle. Turn around, lie down on your back, Savasana. Second set, toes and heels together, arms overhead, heels on the floor. Cross your thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, exhale, breathing, double jerk, grab your big toes, touch your forehead to your knees, elbows on the floor. Everyone, come to the top of towel. Second set, open your knees wider, 8 inches apart, toes remain 6 inches apart. Put your hands on your lower back, hips more forward. Take a deep inhale. Everyone, drop your head back. Go back halfway and hold it. Drop your right hand down, grab your right heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside. Left hand down, left heel, grab your thumbs outside, fingers inside. Full palm grip, don't lose the grip. Now inhale, push hips forward. Exhale, lift your chest up. Keep push, 360 degrees angle, backward bending. Everybody push, push harder. Inhale, push, exhale, lift your chest up, whole spine, backward bending. Everybody push, push harder. Put your hands on your hips, one by one. Inhale, come up in the middle and turn around, relax on your back.
All right, everybody, feet together, flex your feet, keep your heels flat on the floor, arms over your head, only cross the thumbs, keep the biceps with the ears. Inhale, breathing quickly. Sit up, top of jog, forehead touching the knees, elbows touching the floor, rabbit pose, Sasangasana. Come to the middle of your mat. Sit down, down position. Knees and feet together. Put the towel over your feet. Grab the heel over the towel, thumbs outside, fingers inside. A nice tight grip. Don't lose the grip. Pull on your heels as hard as possible. Take your chin to your chest, look at your stomach, slowly you go down, front side. Touch your exact forehead to the knees. Automatically the top of your head is touching the floor. Exhale, breathing, suck your stomach in, lift your hips up all the way, as high as possible. Roll forward like a wheel until your arms are straight, elbows locked. If there's a gap between your forehead and your knees, walk your knees one by one until your forehead and your knees are touching each other. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows straight, feet flat on the floor. Exhale, breathing, suck your stomach in more, lift your hips up more, change. Slowly come back up, head comes last, turn around, lie down on your back, Savasana. Complete relaxation, you keep your eyes open. You are breathing through the nose Hands palms facing the ceiling, heels touching. Stay there. Okay, feet together, flex your feet. Arms over your head, only cross the thumbs. Keep the biceps with the ears. Inhale, breathing quickly. Sit up, double jog. Forehead touching the knees, elbows touching the floor. This is the second set. Come to the middle of your mat, sit down Japanese style. Heels together, feet flat on the floor, no gap underneath the ankles. Grab the heels over the towel, nice tight grip. Pull on your heels, tuck your chin to your chest, exhale, breathing, stomach in, you go down, front side. Forehead touching the knees, the top of your head is touching the floor. Exhale, breathing, lift the hips up all the way. Continuously keep pulling. Pulling is deep.
Guys, come in.
Walk your knees one by one. Touching the forehead. Exhale, breathing, suck your stomach in more. Lift your hips up more, shoulders away from the ears. Hips up more. Change. Slowly come back up. Turn around. And lie down on your back. À tous mes petits élèves niçois. Bye bye. Bye bye, Martine.
Arms up over your head sideways. Cross your thumbs. Flex your toes to your nose. Take a deep breath. Sit up. Grab your big toes. Double jerk exhale. Forehead to your knee. Jani Sharasana. So I teach this one a little bit differently. So try and follow my words. I'll try not to mix them up. Bring your right leg out to the right corner. Bend your left knee. Place the sole of your foot high up into your inside of your thigh. Place your hands on the ground alongside your hips. Lift your chest up. Now you're going to twist towards the right with your hands on the ground. Push your hands on the ground. Lift your chest. Spine straight. Turn your navel, your lower back to the right. Chest up. Twist down low from your lower back. Push your right hand down. Lift your left arm up like in half moon. Reach up. Touch the ceiling. Now keep the stretch and the twist. Grab the outside of your right foot, the baby toe side. Get a tight grip. Lift your chest. Push your right hand into the ground. Chest up. Twist. Then grab your right foot, interlace all 10 fingers, 2 inches below the toes. Grab the ball of your foot. Get a tight grip. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Look at your belly button. Round down like in rabbit posture. Bend your elbows. Straighten your leg. Contract your thigh. Pull your toes back towards your head. Freeze here. Change. Round up. Switch legs, left leg out. Bend your right knee. Place your hands alongside your hips. Lift your chest up. Now think about where you're going to twist. You're going to twist from your lower back. Don't twist your shoulders. Twist your lower back to the left, right behind your belly button, your navel. Chest up, spine straight. Keep the left hand on the ground. Push it down. Reach up with your right hand. Reach up, reach, reach, reach. Touch the ceiling. Twist more. Grab the outside, the baby toe side of your left foot. Lift your chest up, spine straight. Push your left hand in the ground, chest up. Grab your foot, both hands, interlace your fingers, include the thumbs. Tuck your chin towards your chest, round down, touch your forehead to your knee. Bend your elbows, kick your heel away from you, flex your toes back towards your head. Change, come up. Lie down, then immediately sit up. Arms up over your head. Grab your big toes, first 2 fingers. Straighten your legs. Lift your chest. Pull your toes back towards your head. Stomach in. Bend your elbows out towards the side. Pull your chest forward towards your toes. Try to get your chin in front of your toes. Lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. Pull the inside of your shoulders back away from your ears towards your hips. Pull, Get the top of your head to touch your toes. Change, turn around, lie down your back, Savasana, corpse pose. Arms up over your head, cross your thumbs. Flex your toes to your nose, stomach in, take a big inhale, stretch up, touch the ceiling, grab your big toes, double jerk, exhale, forehead to your knees. Right leg out, bend your left knee, place your hands alongside your hips, lift your chest. Now start to twist down low. Twist your navel over your right thigh, push your right hand down, lift your chest, stretch up out of your lower back, reach up, twist more, grab the outside of your left foot. Push your right hand in the ground. Now everybody lift your chest like in camel. Chest up, grab your right foot, get a tight grip, tuck your chin towards your chest, bend your elbows, touch your forehead high on your knee, flex your toes back, straighten your legs so hard your heel comes off the ground. Change, come up. But don't switch legs to come all the way up, then left leg out, then bend your right knee. Place your hands alongside your hips, push your hands on the ground, lift your chest up, spine straight, twist down low. It's easy to just twist your shoulders, get it down low where you need it in your lower back. Twist, bring your right arm up, reach, push your left hand down, grab the outside of your left foot, lift your chest up so your right hand is pulling, your left arm is pushing, chest up. Grab the ball of your left foot, 2 inches below the toes. Get a tight grip, tuck your chin towards your chest, round down, suck your stomach in, touch your forehead high on your knee, bend your elbows, flex your toes back, heel in the air, change, lie down, arms up immediately, do a quick sit up. Grab your big toes, then walk your hips back. Don't let your heels move, just walk your hips back. Heels stay planted firmly in one spot. Contract your thighs, pull your toes back, lift your chest up, pull out of your lower back, bend your elbows out towards the side, elbows out. Now lift your elbows up towards the ceiling, inside of your shoulders, away from your ears, pull to your maximum stretch. Bend your elbows down alongside your shins. Get the top of your head to touch your toes. Change, come up, turn around, lie down on your back.
Feet together, flex your feet, arms over your head, cross your thumbs. Inhale, full lungs, hold your breathing, suck your stomach in, sit up, grab your toes, double exhale, forehead to your knees, elbows to the floor. Turn around and sit facing forward. Face me, please. I know it's probably different than what you're not used to. Bend your left leg on the floor. Bring your heel to the outside of your hip. Cross your right leg over heel, touching your knee, foot flat on the floor. First, sit down. Double check that both of your butt cheeks are on the floor. Put your right hand on the floor behind your back. Place it very close to your tailbone. Stretch your left arm up. Bring your arm over. Push your knee back. Reach down. Hold your bottom knee. Now stay looking forward. Take a big inhale, stretch up, and initiate the twist in the lower spine. Suck your stomach in, turn and twist your belly button up over your thigh. Keep using your right hand, stretch up. Now add your ribs, add your chest, stretch up, look over your shoulder, chin in line with your shoulder, right arm off the floor, wrap it around your waist, reach to hold your inner thigh. One more time, stretch up, stomach in, look over your shoulder, twist, change. Place your right leg on the floor, cross your left leg over. Sit down. Place your left on the floor behind your back. Place it very close to your tailbone. Right arm up. Stretch up. Bring your arm over. Push your knee back. Hold your bottom knee. Now use your left arm to help get length in your spine. Your belly in. Initiating the twist in the lower spine. Start to turn and twist your belly button up over your thigh. Keep pressing with your left hand against the floor. Now begin to add the ribs, add the chest, stretch up, twist. Look over your left shoulder. Left arm off the floor, wrap it around your waist. Hold your inner thigh. Each inhale, lift, stretch up, get length. Exhale, belly in. Look over your shoulder, twist. The idea is to twist every single joint in the spine, bottom to top. Top to bottom, stretch up, twist, change. Turn around, lie down, Savasana.
Welcome everybody to this extended Shavasana. I'm going to be leading us through an extended Shavasana called Yoga Nidra. And I'm going to be...
Scott, can you hold on for a second?
Oh, for sure.
Sorry, it was our mistake because we spotlighted you by accident.
Dude, you're getting into my time. Feet together, flex your feet, arms over your head, cross your thumbs. Big inhale, full lungs, belly in, sit up, grab your toes, double jerk, exhale, forehead on your knees, elbows on the floor. Come to the middle of your mat, sit down, knees and feet together, hips and heels together. Final breathing. Keep your 5 fingers together touching, place your palms on your knees, straighten your arms. Relax your belly. Focus forward and begin, please. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, second set's a little bit quicker. Keep your arms straight, spine straight, belly relaxed, focus, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Turn around, lie down for your final Savasana.
Now it's my turn. Thank you so much, everyone, for your wonderful teaching. So I get to come in for the dessert, right? I get to come in for Shavasana. I invite you to all relax. What a wonderful practice. Everybody take a deep inhale. And a long exhale out your mouth. As you're relaxing, I'm going to explain a little bit about the way this is going to happen. This is a Yoga Nidra practice. Yoga Nidra is the yoga of sleep. Its goal is samadhi, experiencing yourself as oneness. And it achieves this through a method of entering the Nidra mind state, which is the hypnagogic in-between waking and dreaming state. And we're going to arrive here through systematized relaxation and layered awareness. So Yoga Nidra is the meditative process of learning to identify yourself as awareness itself. By layering your awareness systematically through the Maya koshas, or the layers of illusion, what we typically identify as us, such as body, emotions, etc., we come to experience our infinite self, or our true self, that of awareness itself. So source is awareness. It's the fundamental grand singularity of the universe. It's what's all around us. It is in everything. It is our origin. It's where we come from before we were born and where we go after we die. And Yoga Nidra is the relaxing method of exploring all the things we might be aware of to feel them pointing to the experience of our innate purity and consciousness, to awareness itself. And if this sounds very meta and very out there, don't worry, because truly science and Yoga Nidra truly point to the same thing, right? If we can understand this on a neurobiological level, a scientific level, we realize that both science and yoga neither point to absolute truth. Both are merely methods of the inquiry to ask the question. What is this quintessential question that both are asking? What does it mean to be? So as we go through this Yoga Nidra practice, your job is simple. It's to lie down, it's to relax, to listen to my words. Even if your waking, thinking mind goes off somewhere, that's fine. I'm going to put you into that Nidra state to experience the version of yourself that is larger. And we're going to do this by operating systematically through the brainwave states. So with all that out of the way, take a deep inhale, send a sigh out your mouth, and relax. There's nothing to do or not do. Nothing is good or bad or right or wrong here. In this moment, everything just is. And for the next several moments, I want to invite you to simply welcome anything that arises in your field of awareness and to acknowledge it for what it is, no more, no less. And to practice just being the witness to all these things. So take a moment here and just notice the sound of my words. And in this moment, the sound of my words are neither important nor are they pointed to anything in particular. Just acknowledge them as sound. And then as sound, simply be aware of how it affects your being, how you're listening to it. If it conjures an emotion or energy or thought. And your job in this moment is not to have an opinion about it. Your job is to simply be aware of it. Now, without changing anything, notice the feeling of your breath. Notice it moving in and out of your nostrils. Allow your breath to be completely easy and automatic. And simply feel breath. Consider that your breath is neither good or bad, or right or wrong. It's just more information. And you're merely welcoming this information, acknowledging it as sensation, as breath, perhaps as energy, and you're just the witness. Now in this moment, try not to overthink this, but I want you to be aware simultaneously of the feeling of your breath and the sound of my voice. Be aware simultaneously of the feeling of your breath as well as the sound of my voice. You're aware of the feeling of your breath and the sound of my voice. And while one of these may feel like me and the other one might feel like you, one feels internal, the other one feels external. What these both have in common is that you are aware of them. So be awareness itself. Be aware that you are aware. And through the course of this Yoga Nidra practice, you're going to experience yourself as awareness in the form of everything you are aware of. Now, if you could relax just a little bit more, relax in any way that you can. And I invite you to think about something you might need in your life right now, some desire you have. And I want you to state this desire in your mind in relationship to where you are now compared to where you want to be. I am on the road to, and fill in the blank. Let it be positive. Let it be reflected in this moment. Let it be fairly specific. I am on the road to, fill in the blank. Or I have everything inside of me already that I need for, and fill in the blank. The universe wants to bless me with, and fill in the blank. Now we're taking our brainwaves from the high beta brainwave state where we might be lucid and focused, and we're going to start to soften a little bit, something that feels more localized and at the exclusion of other things in the world. So I invite you to begin to visualize a place that for you is a sanctuary, a place you love to be. This place could be real or imagined in an actual or imagined time. Where's a place you love to be? And visualize it not as if you are seeing yourself there on the screen, but as if you were actually there. So with the eyes of your awareness, see the colors of the scene. Then notice the shapes, the textures. Are you indoors or outdoors? Is it daytime or nighttime? You're feeling in all the details of this personal sanctuary for you. What does it smell like in this scene? What are the sounds in this scene? Relax as you feel the sensation, the physical sensation of the elements. Maybe with another person or an animal. And what is the emotion you feel in your sanctuary? And allow that emotion to rise to the surface in this moment. Allow that emotion to begin to flood through your entire being, up into your head, through your chest and belly, through your arms, legs, and feet. Relax into that feeling, everybody. The superpower of Yoga Nidra is to complement this beautiful active practice we had with a resolute rest. Rest is the superpower of Yoga Nidra that will open up an entire new doorway to experience a larger version of ourselves. Notice yourself starting to relax a little bit more. And in brain waves, we are taking ourselves down a little bit lower into the lower beta brain waves, maybe up into the higher alpha brain waves, where you'll notice I'm slowing my voice a little bit, talking a little bit lower. This is in training your brain waves to start to come down a little bit. At the exclusion of everything else in the world, we're going to begin to layer awareness. I'm going to have you focus on very specific and simple objects in your body to simultaneously relax those body parts while also creating a deeper awareness. So without changing anything about your body, simply feel your entire body. Feel it as presence, feel it as substance, as weight. And again, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to change. You're simply aware of the sensation of body. In particular, feel your attention move to just your mouth, your lips, teeth, your tongue. Practice welcoming the sensation of mouth not as anything to do or change, but just aware of mouth as pure sensation. Welcome it into your field of attention. Acknowledge it as sensation. Just be the witness to mouth. And from there, start to notice the sensation of your eyes, sensation of nose. Feel the sensation of your ears. And if there's any way that you could relax your face 10% more than you relax in this moment, do whatever you need to do and feel yourself begin to slip into those lower brain waves, into alpha, where we can be more creative. We're not as hemmed in by the busyness of the world around us. You anchor your sensation now in the crown of your head. Really feel crown as sensation. And the back of your head as sensation. As you now feel the entire sensation as head. Entire head as sensation, simply to be aware of. Nothing to change or nothing to do. For a moment, I invite you to feel your head as if it were large. Inordinately large for your body. It doesn't need to make sense. We're working beyond a level of rational thinking, but allow your head to feel large. And then switch and allow your head to feel very small. Just adopt the feeling of smallness in head. Large again. Small again. Now again, this doesn't need to make sense, but I want you to feel them both simultaneously. Feel your head as both small and large at the same time. Again, we're trying to move beyond rational thinking. We're overriding rational thinking. Just allow your head to be both small and large. Maybe a small head within a large head. Feel the part of you that isn't bound by volume or space. The part of you that just is. I want you to notice that you're noticing. Be aware that you are aware. Notice any and everything you're aware of in this moment. Understand that by all the things you can be aware of, you're revealing yourself as awareness itself. Be awareness. Experiencing itself as head. And experience yourself as arms. As we move a little bit deeper into the brainwave state, you're feeling yourself become more relaxed in arms, in chest and belly. Perhaps you're aware of the beating of your heart in your chest. This gentle pulse of your circulatory system. You're aware of the sensation of your back, spine and shoulder blades, lower back. Feel the sensation of your pelvis, right hip bone, left hip bone, pubic bone, tailbone. Now trace the sensation of your legs, starting with your thighs to your knees, knees to ankles, ankles to toes. Feel the entire left side of body, head to toe. Nothing to fix or change or do. Feel right side, head to toe, as sensation. You're aware of the right side of body as sensation. Notice my voice getting a little softer, a little slower. Pulling your brain waves down a little bit lower to middle and lower theta, or middle and lower alpha brain waves. This is where connections start to happen. Long chain connections, ideas come, creativity. Feel your entire body as sensation. And be open to any and everything you are aware of in this moment. Feel yourself as very, very relaxed. There's nothing to do, nothing to try to control. Even if you fall asleep during this practice, the part of you that I'm speaking to is nonetheless paying attention. If it's at all possible, relax 10% more than you are relaxed in this moment. We're arriving at a place of relaxed alertness where things can just be. See if you could go inside central command somewhere in your brain, the part that is in charge of creating opinions about things, And in this moment, see if you can just turn opinions off, like a button in your brain. Just momentarily, you're going to turn opinions off. And as the observer part of you, you're simply going to notice things as information, maybe the way a scientist would, just as pure data, just to observe. Interesting, curious. Again, see yourself as paying attention. Notice that you're noticing. Be aware that you are awareness itself in the form of whatever you are aware of, as if body, sensations, sounds were costumes you could try on to simply experience yourself. And as awareness, I want you to be curious about the way energy feels in your body. After this wonderful and vivacious global practice, notice the way energy feels in your body. And again, energy is neither good or bad. It's not right or wrong. You can't create or destroy energy. You just change its form. Notice the way energy is manifesting in this moment. It could feel like a vitality, a dullness. It could feel like effervescence or pain, or sensation. Be curious about all the ways you're aware of energy in this moment. Some of you see colors with energy. Others see motion. Perhaps hear sound. Find one part of your body that feels particularly vital and alive, and just place your attention on that part of your body. You're not changing or doing anything about it. You're just noticing it. Now choose another part of your body that maybe feels low energy, tired, dull, perhaps injured, and without having an opinion about it, simply notice it. Notice the way energy manifests in that part. And remember, in this moment, your job isn't to fix or change or do. You're just observing. Now I'm going to invite you to hold both of these parts simultaneously in your field of awareness. You're aware of the part that feels high energy and low energy simultaneously. You're aware of both of these parts simultaneously. You are aware of both of these parts. Being able to hold both parts puts us into the both and nature, one of the qualifiers or signatures to get into a flow state. We're arranging our brain chemistry to optimize performance, creativity, and most of all, the experience of self. As self, as awareness itself, there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing that you are not. You have complete capacity, reaching inside and uncovering the part of you that is already realized. Feel yourself relax even more. You are awareness itself, experiencing itself in the form of whatever you're aware of: body, energy, sound. Be awareness itself. Interestingly, holding on to this body is a mere object to pay attention to, but so much larger than body. Curious about the way energy feels, but you're so much larger than just energy. See yourself walking into a room. There's a big screen on the wall, And on that screen is projected all of your thoughts. You sit down and you're just enjoying watching thoughts. Your job isn't to try to control or to focus thinking. You're just noticing thoughts. Relax even more. Again, you're not trying to focus, channel, or change thoughts. Just be curious. What are your thoughts doing? Notice with interest that there is something called thoughts affecting emotions, body. At first, you might be thinking that you are thinking. And after a while, you start to notice thoughts happening. Be the observer, simply watching thoughts. You're the observer, simply watching thoughts. You're the observer, simply watching thoughts. And as you're watching thoughts, you're feeling your body become more relaxed. Your energy is dissipating and just moving to all parts of your being, not going anywhere. You're just spreading energy out through your entire body. And as you start to get even more relaxed, we're entering out of the alpha or into the low alpha, into the higher theta, into that interesting daydream state somewhere between waking and dreaming consciousness. If my words fade into the background, or if you fall asleep altogether, or if you're consistently awake, it all works. But in this beta, or excuse me, in this theta brainwave state, we get into that in-between hypnagogic state. And it's here where we can open up into a dream world where things don't have the same kind of rules. I want you to put yourself into a dream world where anything can happen. An alternate reality, just as true as the one you've come from, the one you're more familiar with. In this place, you get to visualize exactly the way you want to see your world. What is true in this alternate world, in this dream world for you? See it as if, not as if you're imagining or pretending, see it as if it's real. You're seeing with your own eyes and hearing with your own ears. Here you are experiencing a dream world What do you like to see in your dream world? What is true in your dream world? Who do you have around you in your dream world? What does your body feel like in your dream world? Are you feeling well, strong, vibrant? In this dream world, what kind of a house do you live in? What are the people you surround yourself with? What are the emotions you feel in this dream world? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it excitement? Allow those emotions to turn on like you're just flipping a switch as you feel those begin to move through your body. This dream world is as much real as what we call our real world As we invite and evoke our senses to play along, we will move into the world we wish to see. Seeing is believing for the brain, and when we can put the brain into this operation, we release all the same brain chemicals. We see ourselves succeeding. We turn off the amygdala, the governor that says this isn't. And in the dream, we'll see what we'd like to see. And this vision will carry forth into our see ourselves living and moving into this thing. But before we do so, we're going to saturate our body with all kinds of wonderful brain chemicals by simply bringing to mind someone or something that you truly love. What is someone or something, past or present, whom you truly love, maybe future, that you truly and honestly love with all your heart? Fill in the details as you see this person or this thing, their shape, their colors, perhaps the sound of their voice, and allow that feeling, that love that you have for this thing to wash over your entire being. Oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin flooding through the system as you conjure the image and turn on like a switch that emotion. Let this emotion begin to move into all parts of your being, into your hands, up into your head, chest and belly, down your back, pelvis, into legs and feet and toes. Begin to let go of the image and rest with the feeling of it anchored in your body. Allow the image of the object that you love to fade and rest with the feeling of it anchored in your body, showing you that this love is inside of you, not outside of you. Maybe you uncovered it with the vision of this person, but you don't even need the vision of it or them. In order to feel this, this exists as your most inherent way of being. This love isn't dependent on other people. Other people get to be the happy recipients of what is fundamentally your birthright. This is you. This is what source feels like. This is not a gaining. This is a remembering of what you already are. And as this love, I invite you to start to ascend back up the brainwave state with me as we go back to the dream world. You're feeling yourself in this world where things are ideal and beautiful and seen just the way you are. The normal governors don't apply. And you feel yourself as I'm elevating my voice just a little bit, you find yourself moving up into the mind state where you can see yourself metacognating, watching yourself think. You're noticing your thoughts again on the screen in the room. You feel yourself coming a little bit more back online. You're just starting to notice thinking. Having gone from that theta brainwave state, maybe entering back into the alpha brainwave state where you start to see a deep focus on your thoughts, still at the exclusion of the rest of the world. I'm starting to come online a little bit more as I'm raising my voice, and you're starting to feel the energy in your body. And you're starting to notice the way energy feels after our practice, not only our yoga nidra, but of course after this wonderful 26 and 2 practice. Feeling energy in your body, coming back online a little bit more as you feel into body, into the practical solidness of hands and feet, hips, pelvis, back. And coming back online a little bit more as you feel into the sound of my voice and feel the outline of your body and the palms of your hands. Notice how rested you became. Maybe you're starting to kind of question how long this meditation has been as we've entered into the realm of the timeless. Time tends to dilate, a signature aspect of being in flow state. And from there, I'm going to end the practice in just a moment. You'll hear a ding and that will feel like the end of this practice. But because we've been able to go through these different brainwave states and practice focusing on relaxation as we've layered our awareness, we've come to know a little bit more about the underlying form and how it relates to the outerlying form. So you're going to move back into your everyday feeling more invigorated, more creative, more productive, greater clarity. Again, all of the signatures of a flow state put into us by this fantastic Yoga Nidra practice. Yoga Nidra is over. So I invite you to give yourself a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nostrils. Take a couple rounds of breath as you open up your eyes slowly. Moving fingers and toes. And then slowly maybe rolling over to one side and coming up to a seated position. For anybody who is interested, I'm putting my email address in the chat. I recorded that Yoga Nidra practice, so if anybody wishes, they are welcome to email me and I will send you a copy of that half-hour practice that you can always listen to on your own. I'm going to spend just a couple more minutes talking about the Yoga Nidra and the science of Yoga Nidra. And if anybody wants to stick around for just another 10 minutes or so as we discuss a little bit about what that's about, you'd be welcome to. Otherwise, thank you for your wonderful rapt attention. I know I had a kind of a wonderful audience here, and I thank you so much for allowing me to do this. So if anybody's interested, I want to just briefly talk about the science of Yoga Nidra and how we kind of used this beautiful, fascinating, ancient practice to kind of speak into some of the neurobiology. Go ahead.
One second. So officially we can, the actual program was that this was Scott's Science of Yoga Nidra session also. So we combined it. But before, so anybody wants to go if you have something important to do. So Beth, you're there?
I am here.
Officially, you can invite them to our next event, and then this Scott class will continue. But if you guys want to, please go do something. Beth, well, back to you.
Thanks, Balwan, and thank you, Scott. That was a wonderful Yoga Nidra meditation. I wanted to go ahead and invite everybody who's still online, and please invite your friends. Our next event will be our New Year's class. And just a reminder again for any teachers who either taught today or who want to teach in the future, you can go ahead and message either Balwan or myself directly. We're doing a lot of messaging on Facebook. Today's class was streamed live on YouTube, on a couple different Facebook pages, and we're just going to go ahead and expand from there. I'm going to go ahead and roll it back over to you, Scott, so you can go ahead and conclude, and that will conclude our actual class for today. Thanks again, everybody.
1 second, Beth, one more time. So this is the link we are sharing on our Facebook pages and in the event section. So you see, and this link shows local time and date in your area. So you can sign up, just give your email, the Zoom link comes to you, and then reach out if you know some teachers who should be teaching here. So reach out to me, Beth, by messenger. And Robin is here. So special thanks. And officially, like, because we blocked these 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So if you have something important, then rest Scott's Science of Yoga Nidra, it will continue. And then his email is here. We will be inviting him to do some more workshops and special classes. We will bring more teachers to these classes, special events. Please support, help us to promote and attend these classes. Back to Scott. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, attendees. Happy Thanksgiving, Scott.
Thank you so much, Balwan and Beth and everybody for allowing me to kind of jump on board. I'd love to share Yoga Nidra. It's certainly a passion of mine. I discovered Yoga Nidra more than 15 years ago, and I've written a book about Yoga Nidra. I have a large blog dedicated to Yoga Nidra. I've got online Yoga Nidra courses and travel the world doing Yoga Nidra, and it's just a thrill to be able to talk about Yoga Nidra. And one of the most interesting things about Yoga Nidra that I wanted to bring up briefly is this idea of science and Yoga Nidra. How does it work? Because we can talk about Yoga Nidra and Purusha and Prakriti and all the, the metaphysics behind Yoga Nidra, but how does it work on the scientific and psychological level? And so I want to bring up 2 things, science and psychology. Number 1, the science, particularly vis-a-vis neurobiology, is important. And neurobiology, of course, is the study of how neurons work in our brain. It's particularly in brain waves. Brain waves are when many neurons in your brain are acting in a similar way. Their activity is strong enough to be detected outside of the brain with things like an EEG machine. And so the brain waves, as you maybe have noticed when I was doing my leading us through the practice, we were starting with the gamma brainwave state, or gamma is maybe in a heightened state of perception. When you're really focused, really on, you're in heightened learning, heightened problem solving, peak mental state. Oftentimes when you get done with like a Bikram class, for example, and you walk out and you're like, your brain is totally alive and on, that's oftentimes the experience of a gamma brainwave state. Or if you're a rock climber or a windsurfer or something like that, and you're like right in your sport, that's kind of finding yourself in that gamma brainwave state. And then the next brainwave state, which is a little bit lower, is one we're most familiar with, called the beta brainwave state. And this is where we're alert. This is our normal state of consciousness. This is where we are doing our active conscious thinking. We're in active conversation with people. We're making decisions, and we're starting to find a focus, right? So when we are in an elevated beta brainwave state, we're nervous, we're anxious, our thoughts are going here or going there, right? And through practices like Yoga Nidra and other things too, we can start to wind that down to something that's a little bit more focused and tight. And so after the beta brainwave state, we can lower those down just a little bit more to the alpha brainwave state. And this is where we're physically and mentally relaxed. Anybody else feel like that moment when like some like transition happened and like finally they were able to sink into the practice, right? That's when we got into, and by the practice, I'm meaning the Yoga Nidra practice, where things can really start to relax. This is that alpha brainwave state where we are physically, mentally relaxed. Where we get into yoga oftentimes, when we get into that deep focus and we know the poses are coming, you've got the breath aligned with your poses, this puts us into that alpha brainwave state. But also as we continue to move down the alpha brainwave state, we start to get into that hypnagogic between waking and dreaming state. And this is sort of like upper theta, lower alpha brainwave state. This is where we start to be extremely creative. This is where we sort of awaken the artist within ourselves, and we start to create new solutions to problems that we didn't have before. You know, when you're sitting in the shower and sometimes you get your best ideas, it's because your brain, like you just feel the focus of the energy of the water on you, and you're not thinking about much. You can be relaxed enough that some of that creativity comes around. Well, we're using Yoga Nidra to kind of engineer some of this to happen as well, to put us into that flow state. In Theta, we have deep creativity. We've got great insight. This is where our dreams start to happen. And I invited you literally into the dreamscape in this meditation practice to be able to kind of explore some of what that is. And then Delta, it's really hard to be, you're not conscious in Delta. This is our sleep dreaming. These are the slowest waves. This is where we enjoy our deep restorative sleep. A dreamlessness, this is just deep sleep. So the way Yoga Nidra works is Yoga Nidra, Nidra is the Sanskrit word for sleep. And so Yoga Nidra is often called the yoga of sleep. And it is called such in large part because it is using this hypnagogic state between waking and dreaming to have you experience the part of you that isn't limited by your waking, dreaming mind. By all the things you can be aware of, and we went through the layers, the Maya Kosha, or the illusions of layers of body, and we went through energy, we started to think about thoughts, and then we went to the dream state, and then to a state of pure joy and happiness. And these are all sort of like the different gloves or the layers we tend to identify with. But what was present in every one of those layers was our awareness, the fact that we were paying attention. So we were experiencing a real deep and focused attention that carried us through all the layers to see the thing that is constant within all of those layers is our awareness. And this is sort of what we're doing in Yoga Nidra. We're experiencing a deep sense of relaxation while also going and experiencing ourselves in our true nature, that of awareness itself. One of the things that I think is particularly interesting about Yoga Nidra, and one of the really practical things about doing such a practice like Yoga Nidra, is first and foremost, rest is an undervalued commodity in today's day and age where we value production over almost anything else. The irony is we become extremely less productive when we don't give ourselves a chance to rest. We sharpen the axe a little bit. We get a chance to see the forest through the trees, you know what I mean? And when we can practice having a good relationship with relaxation through practices like Yoga Nidra, we can actually engineer ourselves to get into a flow state. And a flow state is that conscious state of being where we feel like everything just turns on. There's this great story with Laurence Olivier, perhaps one of the greatest Shakespearean actors of all time. And here he is on stage. He had this amazing night on the stage. And he storms off the stage and he slams his dressing room door. And everybody's like, what happened? That was an incredible performance. And the stage manager knocks on the door and says, Mr. Olivier, that was an incredible experience. Why are you so upset? And Laurence Olivier is like, he was a big personality anyway, but he's like, I know it was incredible and I have no idea how I did it. You know, and he's so upset that he couldn't engineer his way into that. Well, you know, he was obviously in a flow state, but had no idea, didn't have the mechanism to get in there. And Yoga Nidra is one of the ways to create the mechanism to engineer your own brainwave states, like manually shift into that place where you get into flow state. The characteristics of a flow state are one of increased productivity by like 450%. And I'm quoting flow state experts like Jamie Wheel and Stephen Kotler, both of whom I've had a chance to work with personally and reading their works. And in this flow state, productivity goes up 470% or something, 430%. Learning goes up 407%. Creativity goes up like 5 times the normal rate. It's sort of like somebody just took off the brake for you to just soar, right? And some of the signatures that we gain through things like signatures of flow state that we can engineer through things like Yoga Nidra are creating disparate connections. Like I had never thought that this yoga posture, for example, was related to this term, or this poem is related to this other things. And it has everything to do with our everyday waking life, with work, with our creative endeavors, right? The ability to hold opposites is another signature of flow state. To be able to hold this thing and that thing and to see the both and nature of both of those, right? So Yoga Nidra satisfies some of these qualifiers by being in that both and state, by creating long chain connections. When we have uninterrupted concentration of the present moment, and ultimately we get to this vanishing of self, or this dissolution of the ego by noticing all the different things, right? The interesting thing, and this is kind of the last thing I want to say about some of the science of Yoga Nidra, is that the brain is an interesting interpreter of reality. It thinks it is the end all be all, but the brain takes all the information that comes in, it filters it against what it has experienced up to this point, and then categorizes it and calls that real, right? And it's really functional. It helps us to go out and live our life. But being that, you know, with 8 billion people on the planet with invariably different experiences, we're all going to translate that information in interesting and different kinds of ways, right? There is, you know, we start to see that there's very little absolute truth, and moreover, absolute interpretation of the things. And we can actually use this to our great benefit, because the brain makes little distinction between what it sees in real life, what it sees on a screen, and what it is visualizing. You know, perfect example, I rented a movie, it's a psycho thriller movie, and I'm watching something on the screen, but my heart rate is pumping and I'm starting to sweat. You know, my body is responding as if I'm seeing this in real life. I can use that for my advantage as I create visualizations, things like my sanctuary that I created at the beginning of my Yoga Nidra practice. And I start to dump all those wonderful brain chemicals into my body: oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, right? Norepinephrine, all these wonderful things that feel really, really good. I'm using my own visualization to put those and to find that satisfying resolve to have those brain chemicals in my body. I can do that as easily as dropping into a Yoga Nidra experience and visualizing myself being there. Top performers like Greg Louganis and Muhammad Ali and Oprah Winfrey and Will Smith, these all are a perfect example of high performers who are using things like visualization to do exactly this, to engineer the reality that they would like to see. And Yoga Nidra is an excellent avenue to do that. So in conclusion, Yoga Nidra is this ancient practice that is about truly understanding who and what we are by exploring all of the layers of the ego. In other words, the beautiful illusion, the Maya Kosha. And we explore this by having this relaxed experience, by layering our awareness, by going through this relaxed meditative experience and experiencing body and emotions and energy and thoughts and all these things to see that what we are is so much larger than all that. Now, that's excellent. That's great. And if we're understanding that on the scientific level, we can use practices like Yoga Nidra to help mentally engineer and down-regulate our nervous system to put us into a flow state so that we can go out and do all those important things that we need to do in the world, right? Your work, your family, all these things are dependent on you being at top rate. And I would proffer that Yoga Nidra is one of the most fantastic, relaxing and nourishing ways of you accomplishing exactly what you are meant to accomplish. Thank you so much for your participation, for your attention and energy. I don't know if there's any questions that anybody has, but you can find more information on my website, which is scottmooreyoga.com. But I'm also open to any comments or questions that anybody has in this moment. I suppose you can either ask it in chat or unmute yourself.
So maybe like towards the end, I kind of realized that I had drifted off to sleep. And, but you're saying that that was okay, that I was still.
Yeah, in fact.
Falling asleep, like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I say at the beginning, I give a lot of permission. Like if you fall, welcome to yoga, you fall asleep through the whole time, you get it still, because the part of you that I'm speaking to is deeper than just your rational conscious thinking mind. In fact, I engineered this so that you would try to get into that relaxed place between waking and dreaming and conscious. That's also one of the reasons why I like to record the experience, because people who want to listen to it later can come back and waking conscious and listen to, hey, what happened in that thing? And just kind of get that over. So you're absolutely right, Magdalena. You get it, even if you ended up kind of, in fact, drifting between the waking and dreaming state. That is the Nidra state. That's the gold standard. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions, experience that you had while doing Yoga Nidra, or questions you have about the practice?
I'll add, I'm not sure if I fell asleep or not, but there was a point when I moved, like I jumped a little bit because I was startled. I wasn't sure how long I had been laying there, and I was like, oh, I have to get to the next. It was interesting.
I got stuff to do today.
Yeah. So just experiencing that, getting lost in time and not being aware of it, that was pretty cool. And then you talked about it, not immediately after that moment, but very shortly thereafter, you mentioned that we might be thinking, how long have we been doing this? And it was pretty cool how quickly I was able to experience deep relaxation and drift away in a relatively short period of time, I think.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You're doing like a Bikram yoga class, which is like, you know, active. And then to be able to turn, like just turning a switch, to be able to get that relaxed, to be in a place where you're not sure, you know, how much time, that was a half an hour practice. It felt for me, even leaving the practice felt like 15 minutes or less. But time dilation is a signature of both being in a flow state and being in the Nidra state. The Nidra state being that waking in between. Because when you are extremely present, time is a product of the rational thinking mind that is projecting forward into all the stuff I got to do after and what has happened before. But now only exists always in now. So when you are in an extended period of presence, time doesn't really exist. And that's why time gets all funky and weird in this. And what sages and saints have said is that really there is only now, there is only presence, there is only awareness, and that is our true identity. So if we want to get metaphysical about it, you are experiencing the truest part of your being by being in the moment, right? And then the practical application of that is we do have lives and, you know, places to get to, but then we go and do that from a place of deep presence, right? Thanks for sharing, Rosalind. Anybody else have any comment or question about their experience with Yoga Nidra? Or the science
Raise
of Yoga
your
Nidra?
hands if you're interested in a workshop by Scott, then we can organize something. Good. Let me check the second screen. Good. Good. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Balwan, for helping organize this, and thank you, Beth, for being the radio operator controller. For making sure this all works. It's a great honor to be here and a great honor to meet all of you. Thank you very much, and namaste.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Is it Sheila? You look like Anne right now.
Yeah, Balwan, I think there was a bit of a mistake.
Okay,
I came up as Sheila for some reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's okay.
I thought that was you, Anne. I'm so sorry about that. That's why I was
Don't-
messaging you, asking if that was you. Okay, now I
Oh,
know.
don't worry. I didn't see any of the messages because I'm not that tech savvy, you know. But I really enjoyed the class and I really enjoyed the Yoga Nidra. So I'm glad I was here.
Glad you joined us from the other side of the pond.
Yeah, well, it's very cold over here.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thank
We
you.
will see you hopefully on New Year's.
New
You
Year's,
guys.
yes. And
Thank you very
see
much,
that
guys.
link. Yeah, you see that link in the on the Facebook event, or just text us. We will send you that link. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you guys.